she'll want to be on walks
Hello,
forever.
everybody. I've actually been able to get Precious to pee when it's been raining this week, so progress.
Shocking.
Okay.
Progress.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was like, you could plant a bunch of bushes, and if there's like a little canopy, she'll go under there.
hello everyone.
Loves that in my
Welcome
house.
back to Tales from the Forgotten Troop. If you are enjoying what we're doing, there are many ways to support the show. We have a Beacons page with all of our affiliate links. So affiliate websites like Hero Forge. We have a Redbubble with merch and coffee for direct donations. Find all of our social media on there to keep up with updates about the show, and join our Discord where no one sleeps ever.
There
Accurate.
will always be at least one of us awake.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep.
Somebody has to keep the hive mind going.
If all of the members of the hive mind are asleep, the hive mind dies.
Yes.
We're a shark now. That's what this means.
Somebody has to be the keeper of the brain cell. Otherwise, we lose it
We have
forever.
to keep the brain still powered, or it's lost forever. Yeah, and if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, you can join us live, mostly weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Although we're
pretty
getting into the
consistent lately.
holidays, so there's going to be
Fair point.
more outages than usual. So anyway, we're here now, and you missed us. Sad for you.
We sort of have a schedule-ish. We're here on Fridays,
We're
mostly.
approximating a
sort of.
schedule.
Usually Fridays, sometimes Mondays.
Yeah. Sometimes other days.
Sometimes randomly, just because you just whatever.
Gotta be ready.
We're just chaos.
Gotta be
I'm
prepared
sorry.
for everything.
Yeah,
But
we are inevitable.
that's all I got. Brain cell to crow.
Woo!
Well, as indicated by our backgrounds, we are here with another session of San Sebastián.
Oh yes, feel better, Tess. We love you.
Yes.
We love you, Tess.
Hope you're watching out there, Tess. And just to confirm real quick, Charlie, we adjusted the layout for tonight, right? Like
No,
the
of
little...
course not.
I'm just making sure.
Nah, we got
I
our
haven't
JJ
seen it.
on.
I want to
Yes.
make sure I'm not like being divided by something.
You don't have
currently.
the
You're being
screen up?
divided by us.
You wouldn't be divided by something because there's 3 people in the top row. Jenna and I would be divided by something.
I have it like
Yeah.
in a
We can't
column,
be
so I don't know.
divided. We're a hive mind. We can't be divided.
You don't have the stream up while we're streaming?
No, that's so stressful for me.
It is.
Watch
for me
on your
too,
phone
actually.
so we get an extra viewer.
I don't know if my phone could handle it. It's about ready to die. But let's go ahead and do some introductions here. And our icebreaker question for today: what is the best advice you've ever gotten?
People give me advice.
Well, how about this? What's the best advice you've ever gotten? / what's the best advice you've ever given?
I'm not sure I'm qualified to judge the goodness of my advice.
You
I
can
can
answer
start.
in character if you want to.
I'm Brianna. I'm playing Glory. No other name provided for now.
The glory of my glory.
For me personally, the best succinct advice I've ever gotten is that nobody actually knows what they're doing.
No end to that.
And people who you think are in positions of power also don't know what they're doing because we're all pretty much just winging it and hoping it works out. Experience counts for something, but it can't count for everything.
Experience counts in as so much as it will give you the confidence to act like you know what you're doing.
I meant more, if you've dealt with a situation before, you probably have a better idea of how to deal with it than when you haven't dealt with that situation before. But there are probably always going to be situations that you haven't dealt with before.
And there's always going to be factors you can't control or plan for.
Yeah, that too.
All right. Is me crunching ice coming through on the mic?
A little
A
bit.
little bit.
Sorry, I just had that thought.
I can go
Crunch
next.
that ice.
God, protect your teeth.
Grind it.
So I'm Jenna, and I'll be playing Heavenly Katana, aka Mia McPherson. And the best advice I ever got. Jenna, you self-sabotage so that you can control the outcome or the conditions under which you fail.
Ooh.
Motherfucker, that was annoying. I was like, fuck you for knowing that.
Called out.
You're not wrong, but damn it. Yeah, when we self-sabotage and we don't actually try, it's because we are protecting ourselves. Because if we actually try and fail, it will
It's worse.
damage. Yeah, it will feel damaged in our like self-esteem. So we hold ourselves back on purpose so that we can control the circumstances under which we fail.
Gonna pretend I'm not hearing this.
You can't
That-
ask a fucking therapist what kind of advice.
That
The
was,
therapist bitch slap with the truth is our favorite move.
That was my first few years of grad school, and then I had to either get over it or drop out.
Yeah, yes, and perfectionism. Yeah, there's all kinds of things
I
with the
still struggle with
perfectionism.
that one.
Oh, me too. But it's better to half-ass it than not to ass it at all.
Perfection is the enemy of progress.
Absolutely, that's it. Same wavelength tonight.
I've been to a lot of therapy.
Me too. On both ends of it.
I can go. I'm Charlie, playing Thoth, aka John Doe.
What if that actually was your secret ID?
That'd be
my
fucking
All right, I gotta go
hilarious.
change my character name now.
I know, Jonathan Doe the Third.
Except it's
Like,
spelled like dough is spelled like dough, like
Pizza
bread.
dough.
I was thinking
Yeah,
the same
pizza
thing.
dough.
Yes, it's like pizza dough.
Oh my god, I'm the heir to the Papa John's empire.
No.
Take it over and do something better with it.
Yeah, yes.
God, I don't know about best piece of advice that I've gotten, but I think one that I've given, which I had to learn to embrace myself, is especially when I have to travel for work, just being like, just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, delays are gonna happen, shit's gonna hit the fan, just go with the flow. Just accept what's happening and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Just
So much more peace of mind like that.
Yeah.
embrace that you have no control.
Also works in general for vacations, because trying
Yep.
to hyperschedule a vacation will drive you insane and not be relaxing at all.
No, I like to just do what I feel like every day on vacation.
I'm still here. I'm off screen. Someone stole my pen.
Oh no!
Captain.
Hit it! Hit it!
All right, and I do believe that leaves us with Maria.
I'm Maria. I play Silver Phantom, who has never received good advice in his entire life because his boss is. He talks a lot, he says a lot of things. None of it should be taken. It's all terrible advice.
Good friend, bad mentor.
Yeah.
What's the best, worst advice?
Well, yeah, we need the best, worst advice.
Probably the best advice ever, which would be don't fuck your coworkers. His coworkers of like a 40-year-old man. He's like, why? No.
Fuck you. You're not.
Which is good advice for the
Daddy.
real world. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Note to self: don't have sex with my 40-year-old coworker.
How about you?
Well,
Don't
if
have
your
sex with
coworkers are
your
younger than you,
coworker.
just don't sleep with your coworkers.
I'm 36. I can if I want.
It's a terrible idea.
Don't mix your business with your business, you know?
Applied to my specific job. If you are a professor, don't sleep with your grad students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well-
frowned upon on many levels, actually, yeah.
Some have tried. Not with me, thankfully.
That doesn't shock me.
That doesn't shock anybody.
There's this one creep going around and like liking the female grad students like dating profile things on apps.
Ew.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say much. I went to UW Madison then.
It's
This is
gross.
when I was back in
If anybody knows
Columbus.
anything about the UW Badgers, former coach,
Oof.
and that whole debacle.
I'm sure there are coaches without sex scandals, but I haven't been to a school that didn't have one of those yet.
I'm sure they exist, but I've never met one, so they must be unicorns.
Well, that's concerning. All right.
Society. Also, reclaim the pen.
Huzzah.
Actually, I got a new one because the old one has cat teeth marks in it now.
I was gonna laugh if you held up the pen like triumphantly and he just came
And
off
then
screen
he just
differently.
walks it on your head.
He doesn't usually try that one. What happens is if I leave it somewhere where it's not immediately within reach, he'll be like, and then, because he knows I don't want him to have it. So he runs like just fast enough that I can't catch him,
Oh, it's a game.
but not fast enough that I lose track of him.
It's a fun game.
It is a game for him.
That's hilarious.
Captain,
You should
cutest
start
little bastard I've
Putting
ever
them
known
on
by
like
proxy.
little ropes.
He's a
or
little
whatever.
gremlin.
He is
I
a
love
little
him.
gremlin. I love him.
All right. Well, previously on San Sebastian, our little band of misfits successfully took down their first, sort of superpowered threat. In as
Second.
so far as, I suppose second. In as so far as they were dealing with a bunch of superpowered vehicles.
Mhm.
But they were rather successful in doing so. Successfully saving the grandfather of Carlos Carbonet,
Mhm.
Walter Carbonet, as
Mhm.
well as also saving the leader of the street demons from a explosive device that was attached to his phone. Unfortunately, said explosive device seems to have destroyed any record of contact that he had with their mysterious employer. And we will be picking up in NTAC headquarters. Now, for those who are just joining and are unfamiliar with what I'm referring to with that, NTAC is the Exonatural Threat Assessment and Containment Unit.
Mhm.
Basically, they are super SWAT in this setting.
Can you
They-
spell out that acronym? Because I think I'm not hearing the letters correctly.
Capital E, lowercase n,
Oh,
capital T, capital A, capital C.
thank you.
They are effectively the pseudo-militarized police force that gets brought out when a more savvy touch is needed in certain circumstances.
Mhm.
Withholding commentary about the current justice system.
Fair.
We shouldn't go
Superheroes
down
can
that road.
superheroes can fill a lot of the gaps, but when you're in a major hostage situation, sometimes you need professionals. NTAC also, coincidentally, ends up serving as a sort of support network for a lot of the heroes in San Sebastian, as they're pretty much always under orders to defer to hero authority. And as a result, they also tend to be the place that captured criminals who need to be interrogated are located, because it's a bit of a process to get all the way out to the island, you see.
Mhm.
So, amongst the four of you, I would ask, which of you, if any of you, would be present for the interrogation of Rocket Demon, the red driver that you all captured?
If possible, Glory would like to be.
You would all be invited, of
Yeah.
course, because you helped capture him.
Yeah, she'd go.
I'll go if we're invited.
All right. All four of you. Convenient. And while you have been invited to the interrogation, first of all, it's been a little boring, as a lot of genuine police work ends up being, unfortunately. It's just a
Mhm.
whole lot of making him stew, trying to break him within the means of the law, and he is being rather resistant. Interrogation has been going on for about 6 hours or so now. Oh, and I suppose I should also mention, this is a few days later. We are currently on August 11th, 2047.
Mhm.
And he has been in custody for about a week now. And he's tired. The interrogator is tired. You all
So
are
we can
probably
hear
a
your pen
little...
clicking.
Doing it again. Take that away from me. Sorry,
Shoot you a stress ball.
Yeah.
I need like a fidget toy or something. My hands are just always like.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay. But at this point, well, it's been 6 hours, and you guys have basically just been in NTech headquarters, which is just like an office building for all the glitz and glamour it has on the outside. So, I'm assuming you all are a little bit bored at this point.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
comes to a
probably.
ruling with all of you.
Mia is probably zipping around. She doesn't really like to sit still. So she's just kind of, you know, like it's not like she's like literally like zooming around. She's just kind of like hopping on her feet and like
Pacing back and forth in the observation room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they didn't let us in the interrogation room. We're watching behind the glass, right?
Correct.
Yeah. She's just like hopping foot to foot or...
Which, of course, with your speed, sort of comes out as peta-peta-peta-peta-peta-peta.
Yep, yep.
Heavenly Katana needs a fidget toy.
She's not ADHD coded or anything.
Right.
Totally.
Next merch item, Tift fidget toys.
Yes!
I buy them. But yeah.
Both has headphones in.
All right. I assume listening to what we discussed.
Let's see. Let's see what it is. Give it even. Yes. Odds. No. That's a 4. So yes.
Okay. Then what were you saying, Glory?
Gloria's given up on taking notes and has moved to sketching. Which is definitely not what I do when I'm bored. That's...
No, we haven't seen your ghost in a while.
Is Silver Phantom just like asleep on an office chair?
Basically, yeah, until something exciting. If something exciting happens, somebody will wake him up.
Yeah.
As a side note, then I'd like to say Gloria is also balancing pens on him somewhere.
She's gonna say if possible he'll like slumped onto Glory, and every so often she'll just put a pen on his head.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I'm imagining a tower, like a Lincoln Log tower of pens.
Yeah,
on top
exactly.
Of the
This is like that one time with the umbrellas.
One of her arms is unavailable because of the head on it, so it's like one hand and then like a set of glowing, basically tweezers to build this thing.
Love it.
All right. But even as you guys are bored, for what feels like the umpteenth time, the interrogator slams his hand on the table. Just tell us the name of your employer. And Rocket just sort of like, ugh. Listen, it can be as scary as you want. But I know for a fact, you all aren't gonna kill me over a little highway robbery. The guy who hired me? I say anything? So stop wasting everyone's time and just send me to the damn island already. We'll pick this up in an hour. Oh, for the love of fuck.
Heavenly Katana's like, you should let me go in there for a minute.
Scheduling the trial for a week from now.
Who's your defense attorney? Phoenix Wright. Trials in 3 days. Don't try
Marie and
tomorrow.
Charlie with mustaches on.
As the interrogator leaves, and Red just sort of like leans back in his chair, like staring at the ceiling because he has nothing else to do, you all, ba-ding, get a little notification on your phone. And it is Tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Request for assistance in vicinity. Respond.
Where?
She gives directions. It'll be will say... Yeah, I think we will put this... Yeah. Street corner in International Quarter.
Well, we're not doing anything here, so we may as well go. And she'll gently shake Silver Phantom. She's not going to take the pens off. He's going to have to find that on his own.
Amazing. I love this. Heavenly Katana's already up and out the door. And she just like checks to see if it's locked, the other door where Rocket Demon's in.
Of course it's locked.
Okay.
This place is.
She's gonna quick pound out some Morse code. Just
Okay, is this
threatening
Morse
Morse
code from
code.
your perspective or Morse code from a normal human's perspective? Because I'm just
it's
imagining.
it's super fast Morse code. So like it's
What the fuck was
It's
that?
all dots, no dashes.
yes.
It's just like. Okay.
And then she just maniacally laughs and runs.
Gremlin.
Such a strange little creature, you.
Yes.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we'll go with you. Okay. So, as you all head out, you pick up from the front desk the vehicles by which you arrived here. Would you care to describe your new hoverboards, courtesy of Carbonate Cars?
Shit, I forgot about this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think of a design.
I'll start with mine. Mine is pink, and it has like a pink fox on it, but it's like pink with glitter. So it's like pink on pink on pink.
Just various
And-
shades of pink.
Yeah, and then like glitter, and then like there's just rainbow behind it.
You see a neon cat at this point?
Not too far off. And I will say, in specific for you, Heavenly Katana, that there's a specific setting on your board that basically gives it no propulsion, but makes it experience next to no friction. So when
she
you
can
push
just
it,
run it up. Yeah.
Yep. So you can just run it up super fast.
Nice. Oh, they made me a special board. She feels so happy.
Does it have like wheels like a normal board, or it's just straight hover?
It's a hoverboard. Why would you?
I'm
need
just
wheels?
making sure.
I mean, you can request wheels
The
if you
wheels
want
are
them.
for
No, I just-
decoration.
For when we
Landing
take
gears.
into the skate park.
Yeah, I was just curious.
I
Because
mean,
otherwise,
will-
I was gonna have LED wheels, but I don't need them.
You can have LED
No, I
wheels if
don't
you
want
want to
them
have LED.
You
anymore.
could have an
wheels.
LED border around the skate
Yeah,
park.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Mhm.
gonna do instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just got the black grip tape. The bottom of it's just like the regular engine. It's just a very basic skateboard, but he's got the LED strip on the bottom.
Mhm.
All right.
Nothing super fancy.
And I'll say that your particular board is reinforced so that you can use it for more physical exertive activities,
that
i.e.
would be
walloping
helpful.
someone over the head with it.
That would be
Yes.
helpful.
It's slobbering time.
The only thing I didn't plug up, I don't even know.
We're just gonna get.
Please
the side
ignore the men
commentary.
in Maria's basement. They're
They're
by
definitely there of their own
choice.
free
They are
will.
voluntarily there.
They're building a computer. Everything's fine.
Sure it is. All right, I've got an idea. So the background is black, but everything is done in like all the art detailing is done in a graffiti style, and the biggest image is a like a front-facing head of an ibis, and then in the background behind the head, we have the golden scales, of course, and then at the bottom of the deck is just a long clawed hand holding a heart.
Metal. And I'll say that yours has been specially designed to have minimal noise, so in case you want to illusion something over it, it doesn't break the illusion.
Ooh. I'm gonna say that for Glories, it's kind of it looks like it might be made of metal rather than wood. Jury's out on whether that's actually the case. Metal looks gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, for like art on the underside of it, because I don't know skateboard terminology. Let's. What? Are you gonna say something?
I think it's just called art. I think it's just called board art.
Yeah.
What? The bottom of the board is the deck.
Okay.
So it would be the deck.
Yeah. Okay. So on the deck, I'd say like, the center of it is a image of a sword. If anyone is paying attention, it is the sword that Glory defaults to in combat. And there's like a little motif of like peacock feathers going around the edges.
Okay. All right. I'll say in your particular case, that gold coloring comes from a reflective coating that is rated up to city block destroying laser redirective.
Can I also say it can shift into a shield in short notice if needed?
Perfect.
Cool.
So, as you all start cruising away, you eventually reach this corner in the international quarter. Corner and quarter sound a little too similar in my voice, I'm now realizing.
International corner.
But as you approach, you see that there are a couple people standing on the corner. One you recognize right away from the many news broadcastings that she's been a part of. But even besides that, the long purple and black gown, dress, suit, it's hard to describe what exactly it is. It's a lot of fabric sort of wrapped around her in like these multi-folded patterns, similar in a style to like rose or like flower petals, which is then accented by the actual marigolds that are sort of like displayed on her shoulder. And then of course there is the Dia de los Muertos makeup that she wears, which frames her face in a very skull-like pattern, but does not change the fact that she still has a very kind expression on her face, just sort of naturally, as this is indeed Flor de Muerta, who you recognize from the Young Giants. And standing alongside her, let's see here, who do I want to go with? Yeah, we'll do you. Is a tall woman, short black hair and sort of like a pixie cut, with a long, I guess it'd be like a pantsuit, but flowy, with this teal, green, blue, shimmery fabric. In sort of a, I'd almost say pseudo-Arabian style. Heavenly Katana, you would definitely recognize her, just because you are so ingrained with the superhero community.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you, go ahead and roll me a d6.
I got a 6.
4.
Okay.
6.
Okay. So it ends up just being Glory who doesn't recognize Mirage.
That's a character.
She's a decently well-liked hero. She's not super popular, but she does her job well. Doesn't get a whole lot of press, but she is known for her illusion abilities. Specifically, visual illusions. And you all note, as you approach, that sort of behind them on this corner is a graveyard. And there are a couple cop cars at this graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Does there seem to be a visible cause for it?
Not at first glance. But as you approach on your boards, Flor de Muerta sort of looks up. Oh, hi! Hi! She sort of, like, flags you down a little bit.
Glory will land.
Kickflip.
Tab sent us. What's the situation?
Yeah, sorry, I called for you all. It's, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too.
Everyone go ahead and roll me a d6 again.
I dislike this. Oh, well.
6.
1.
3.
I dislike this a lot.
Okay. So, Glory, you'll be the only one who picks up on this. Her gaze sort of lingers on you and SP a little bit as she sort of looks around the four of you.
Interesting.
I'm Floor. Of course, you knew that. And you would be, is it Tooth? I'm saying it wrong, aren't I?
Thoth.
Thoth.
There's
Okay.
a long O.
Okay. I'm sorry. And then your, Katana? Right?
Heavenly Katana.
Katana.
Yeah,
Common
okay.
Heavenly.
Comma. Heavenly.
Katana. Heavenly Katana.
Your Silver Phantom, of course, and then, your Glory.
Indeed.
He would wink at her, but he's got like the whole thing
He
on.
winks
So
at
the
her, but he's
wink,
got the thing.
it doesn't
I love
matter.
it.
His whole face is covered.
Nobody knows that he winked, but he winked.
Yeah. She knew his name, not Katana Common Heavenly or Tooth Man over here.
Oh my god.
Tooth. Am I the Tooth Fairy?
Yes.
There's still time. I can paint teeth on your Christmas card.
Do it.
Christmas
The tooth
card.
cards are fun.
Round 2.
Well, it's, nice to meet you all. Shame Elytra can't be here, but that's okay. We can still, talk. And at this point, Mirage, who sort of got her arms crossed, sort of says, and get back to the crime scene. Oh, right, sorry. We came across this, scene. I was getting some readings off of it, and, Mirage here was, already investigating something, and I thought we could use, the help of a upcoming, team of cracking crime busters like you guys.
When you say readings, can you elaborate?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I am the newest. Here, follow me.
She'll follow.
She will lead all of you into the graveyard.
Mhm.
And as you get more in, what the issue is becomes a bit more apparent. A lot of these graves have been recently emptied. A lot of them have been dug up, and there are caskets just, like, thrown aside,
Mhm.
with no bodies inside.
Hate
There's a-
that. Hate that.
It's, it is unfortunate, but, the most concerning thing is, in here. And she leads...
There's some more concerning thing?
Oh, yes, unfortunately. And as she walks, you all see as she sort of... I know, dear, I know. It's okay. She's just like the open air.
Uh-huh.
Would Glory know that she's like what her power set is?
Well, she is a member of the Young Giants, so you all probably would have a vague idea.
Mhm.
First of all, you all would know that she is up for the position of magician on the Ultras. So her powers are magic based. You do know that for certain.
Mhm.
Beyond that, she has been described with the tagline, the Girl of Death. So presumably her powers have something death-based, though from what footage you've seen, her powers mostly consist of firing flowers at people.
Given the talking to empty air, Glory makes a snap assumption that she has some sort of medium abilities.
Mm-hmm.
That is known. She
Okay.
she does publicly speak with the dead.
Okay. Imagine they
So-
would not be happy given.
Oh yeah.
The desecration of their the resting
You know,
places.
just a little.
Mm-hmm.
But you all come to a mausoleum. And the first thing you note about the mausoleum, there's a couple of cops standing outside, and a small squadron of forensic investigators. And Flora sort of motions in here. Are any of you weak-stomached?
Not
No.
especially.
I feel like I should warn you. It's very messy.
Ah,
For the morning.
it's appreciated.
My stomach is pretty ironclad after how fast I have to run.
That
I've
makes
eaten
sense.
more than a few bad pizzas.
He's not kidding.
He's not actually. That's legit. Sometimes he tries to bring them and feed them to us. It's
Only the good ones.
Do you eat the bad ones?
Taste test the bad ones. If they're that bad, I throw them out. Well,
How bad
Some-
do they have to be for you to throw them out?
yeah. What's the threshold of badness? You know, like what's the?
I'm
We
sorry.
kind of have a think
Oh,
on that
oh,
and give us an answer
okay,
later. We
okay.
have a bit
Yeah.
of a problem.
Yeah.
we have to
Yeah,
deal
we'll
with.
do this first.
Priorities.
yeah,
Both
pizza.
makes
You know, the
experimental pizzas.
great American pies.
All right. She just sort of like looks away awkwardly.
Weirded out.
Yeah. I'm like whispering, like, am I sensing sexual tension in the mausoleum? I don't know. Are they flirting? I don't know what's happening. Glory! Like, are they flirting? What's going on?
If they are, that's some very strange flirting.
Okay.
And she will sort of part the plastic that's covering it, and it is indeed a grisly sight.
Ugh.
As it appears that the bodies that were dug up did not go far.
Oh no.
Or at the very least, you would guess most of them didn't go far, because it's a bit of a butcher shop inside. As it appears, multiple corpses were taken apart in here.
Are there things missing from the corpses?
Well, it's hard to say, mostly because it's like a giant pile of body parts that coroners and forensic personnel are currently sifting through. But more interestingly is the scorched outline of a body on top of this flat casket in the middle of the mausoleum.
Is there a lightning rod?
Not currently.
Are we dealing with like a Frankenstein situation?
Oh, well, and Flora will turn to Mirage, who chimes in. I suspect so. I've been tracking a criminal called Adam Frankenstein for a while now.
Oh.
Not even gonna come up with a more creative name. You're just gonna
Not
go
even-
right for Frankenstein.
Like, I
Well,
guess.
according to what his previous interrogations have said, he's supposedly, well, the son of the monster from Mary Shelley's book.
Frankenstein was the
It's a
scientist.
doctor.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Listen, it's pointless to argue with crazies like this.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I mean,
So you said previous interrogations. What's he been brought in for before?
Corpse robbing,
Fair enough.
unethical experimentation.
Has he ever succeeded at making something?
Multiple times.
Oh, lovely.
good, great, awesome. Love this for us. Love this for us.
But He was recently being transferred to the island before, well, he got broken out.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I've been keeping a tail on him hard enough to keep him from being able to reestablish anything workable. Unfortunately, I lost him last week, and then... And she sort of gestures to the mess.
yeah.
Floor chimes in. I sensed the disturbance as I was passing through for lunch. The dead are not happy about this, as perhaps you would expect.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm not much versed in tracking, as it were. So I was hoping all of, you could help?
I'm happy to help.
Mhm.
This is...
Yeah.
She kind of glances back out over the graveyard. Disgustingly disrespectful.
Very.
Yeah,
Agreed.
you don't treat like no.
Especially in Romanian fashion like this, it's very disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Above the table, it's a Romanian graveyard, or...
Yes. It's,
Ah,
Oh.
like, Middle European graveyard.
okay.
So, Fleur, did the dead say which way he went? And his creation, maybe?
It's not that simple. Once we've passed on, things become muddled.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything they can tell us?
They've been telling me many things, but not all of them are helpful. I'm still trying to parse things through.
Fair enough.
Are we... Like, how big is this graveyard and other buildings nearby?
This graveyard is not particularly big. It looks like this is just sort of a local neighborhood graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look around at the whatever buildings, houses are around us and see if I can spot any security cameras or, like, those Ring doorbells. Anything that might have had an eye on this area.
Well, let's see here. Let's say go ahead and roll me assess the situation.
That is an 8. So I get one of the regular questions. With Criminal Mind, I get to ask a special question.
Indeed. And also, I just realized I forgot to mention, we have one team in the pool, because time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go ahead and ask your questions.
Well, I'll start with one of my questions first, because I feel like one of the most helpful. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Okay. On the valuable side of things, a fair few, trinkets to the dead have just sort of been discarded. You know, if you want something valuable. Useful, however, you do notice that across the way, there appears to be a local restaurant, and as you observe it, a little chute opens and a delivery drone pops out. Now, delivery drones don't hold their recorded data for long, but they do need to record it for legal purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you could speak with the store owner and see if perhaps they have some recording from that night.
Mm-hmm.
Since I have... Let me know if this is, like... would not be a question I can ask in this. But since I've honed in on this restaurant, is it possible that I can ask the question, what here can I use you convince the restaurant owner to give me the footage?
Certainly.
Okay.
You can ask these questions in that sort of way. You just sort of walk over, and it becomes pretty clear. This business is not doing super well. And also, from the murmurings of some people inside, it seems people are fairly upset about what happened at the graveyard. Like I said, this is a neighborhood graveyard, so they're not too thrilled about relatives being disturbed and butchered. So really just show empathy for their situation.
Okay.
You probably don't need to do much convincing.
And the grave robbing, that just like the night before?
Yes, that was the night before.
I mean, I'll head over to the restaurant.
Right. Now, any of you can join Thoth if you want to, or you can do something else. If you don't have a particular, action in mind, you can just go ahead and roll a d6, and I'll tell you what you notice.
Well, I was gonna stick around and look at the crime scene, so
Okay.
that works for me.
Roll a d6 then.
5.
Okay. As you're sort of, going through the tomb area, you notice a discarded medical glove. One of those rubber gloves they
Yeah.
use in, hospitals and such. Given what Mirage told you, that's a little surprising, because that suggests that Mr. Frankenstein here has supplies somewhere, which if he's relatively recently escaped, how would he have supplies?
Looking at it, not picking it up or disturbing it. Given the amount of time Glory spends in hospitals, this is a brand I recognize.
And as so far as latex gloves have brands, no.
Okay, so not nothing especially distinctive.
No. It's
Okay.
just sort of like a teal plastic glove.
Interesting. Tabs.
Ba-doop.
Could you look up the records of any robberies in the area of stores that might sell disposable gloves?
Beginning search. Please wait.
Add restaurants in the area too, because they use gloves for food handling.
Adding to search. Please wait.
Thank you.
Aren't those gloves slightly different?
They wouldn't be medical grade, but they're like vinyl, nitrile.
Yeah. I guess the question is is this glove medical grade, and do we have a way of knowing that?
With a
'Cause
5,
those are-
not sure.
Yeah, medical grade gloves are thicker from
Different,
my experience
yeah.
with them.
Generally speaking.
But if this
Um,
guy's stealing body parts, I don't really know if they care about
Yeah.
medical.
It's more figuring out where he got it.
All right. Silver Phantom, Heavenly Katana, you all have anything in particular you'd like to do, or did you just want to roll that d6?
I'll go with Thoth,
Yeah, I'll stick
unless Silver
Glory.
Phantom wants to go.
with. No, I'll stick with Glory.
Okay. So, Thoth and HK, as you all come into the restaurant, a woman stands up, very evidently Catholic. You can immediately tell she's got a large rosary around her neck. And she sees a couple of superheroes walking into the restaurant, and she says, "Did you find out what happened?"
We're working on it, but I did notice that you seem to employ delivery drones.
I don't. That would be Gregovich. And she points to the back, and there is a large older man, salt and pepper beard, who is currently very angrily carving a pig. He does not seem particularly pleased with circumstances at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is he like paying attention to us where we are, or is this a situation where we need to get
No,
close?
he's just kind of like focused on what he's doing, but he's just like,
I'll walk closer. Sup? Excuse me, sir.
hmm?
Hey,
I noticed that you delivery drones.
What about it?
Did you have any of them go out last night? I was hoping you might be able to take a peek at your footage and see if you caught signs of what was happening across this.
hi, I'm Heavenly Katana.
Oh, yeah, I'm so.
We're part of the superhero group, the Misfits, and we're investigating what happened and trying to find the parties responsible to make sure that the dead receive justice for the horrific things that were done.
He sort of like flips the knife and stabs it into the side of Pork.
That's fair.
The dead don't need justice, they need peace.
Yeah, and they should be
Give
left
that
in
to them?
peace. Yes. We would like to.
I don't know who may have gone out. I have automatic orders at night. But you can see what they saw. And he'll sort of wheel this, like, pretty bog standard little setup. You all would be familiar with it, you especially, Thoth. Because Joey's has probably experimented with using these. But Joey has probably rolled. But hand delivery has a more personal touch.
Mm.
Yep, and it's not just to keep me employed.
Totally. But it's... Are you familiar with, like, those spec card readers that are sometimes used in venues? Where it's just like a little handheld thing and it's got, like, all the card reader and whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
It's along the design sensibilities of that, but it's, like, a singular server that the drones, like, connect up to recharge and, like, download their data and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And as you all start flipping through the logs, you do see that there was one late night order,
Mm-hmm.
which hopefully may have picked something up.
Okay.
As you pull the file footage up, it's of course very grainy, because these delivery drones are not exactly designed to be spying on people.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a moment where it catches a van outside of the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
The van does appear to have some sort of logo on it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little fuzzy and it looks like it might need some interpolation to get anything useful out of it.
Can we, I assume I have some sort of device to, maybe her dad gave her or something, to download the data, and she will ask, she'll be like, do you mind if we download this? Because we did get a little something here, but we need to clean up the image a little bit just to so that we can see what's on this van. But it looks like if we got a vehicle, we can find who did this and hopefully return the dead back to where they belong. And
Take
allow
it.
them. Okay. Thank you.
Scary restaurant.
Chops the pig's head off. Take it. Thank you. And then she just like downloads it, and she's gonna send it to Tabs for analysis and cleaning up
All right.
to see if Tabs can help us out with that.
Analyzing image. Please wait.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, back at the crime scene, Glory and SP, as the two of you are sort of picking around, Floor will sort of come up behind the two of you. So, it's, I'm sorry it's taken a little bit of time for us to meet properly. things are busy. You're muted.
Sorry. Well, most people meet each other eventually in this business. So, it happens when it happens.
Interesting, choice of words. I hope this isn't... I didn't really know what this was before I called tabs. I hope this isn't, what's the phrase? Killed the mood?
In what way?
It's our first time working together. I don't want it to be a bad experience for you.
What are you expecting out of it?
Just some good crime fighting amongst friends.
Well, we'll probably get to that at some point. I mean,
Thanks, man.
Yeah, honey.
we've got a guy out here who stole a bunch of body parts, so that's at least someone to fight.
So you can
Who steals body parts?
Creeps.
That's fair.
Agreed.
Well, I'm glad you called for backup.
I am too.
Yeah.
It's...
We're happy to help.
I know better than most that it's good to seize the moment.
It's also nice to have more people working together. Easier to
Mhm.
solve things that way. Usually.
Of course. Of course.
This is gonna turn out badly. Can I roll Pierce the Mask on that?
Yes, you can.
'Cause she's a little squirrely right now.
What did she didn't say why she summoned us instead of her team?
She did not.
No.
And that is a little odd, isn't it?
Just,
Yeah,
just
how do
a
I-
little bit.
That would be a pierce the mask if I wanted to figure that
Mhm.
out, huh?
You guys can both roll it if you want to.
I would like to. Hang on. I
Ah.
have a -2 to that because I'm angry.
Ah.
Don't remember why I'm angry, but I'm angry.
With a 0 modifier, that's a 9.
I got a -1 total. No, that's a 2.
Oh,
That's okay. I'll take that potential.
Yeah, SP, you're really not certain what her deal is. Maybe it's just the makeup, but she's just sort of naturally a little odd. But Glory, go ahead and ask your one question.
okay. What are you really planning?
Okay. So you sort of turn your mind to like the series of events thus far. Like there's multiple things that don't add up here. Not the least of which being, why did she call for help when she already had an adult hero present on the scene? Why didn't she call her team? Why does she need help investigating this when her whole deal is talking to the dead?
Yeah.
None of us are particularly magical.
There's also
Glory
that.
question mark.
And, well, you sort of think back over what you know about Floor. She's the newest member of the Young Giants. Even with, like, the publicity polish she's gotten, it's very clear that she's a very nervous person.
Okay.
And, well, she is also very naturally and probably genuinely friendly. And you also don't have any doubts, especially after your brief encounter with Golden Gal, that the rest of the Young Giants probably doesn't have nice things to say about all of you.
Ah.
So, if you had to take a
Bending
guess,
fences?
what she's planning is to play nice. She is genuinely trying to...
She's mending fences.
Yep, she is trying
Fences
to...
that were never built.
Well.
She's trying to get ahead of the feud between teams, essentially.
Secondary
one-sided
assumption
feud.
might be that, given she's new and a little bit more on the nervous side, Glory probably wouldn't have nice assumptions about what her team might say about her calling for backup.
Or outside team backup.
Or, yeah. Well, I mean,
Possibly.
more like she might not have called them because she didn't want them to judge her for not being able to do it on her own.
No, that's fair.
Also possible.
So
Um,
not a thought head empty kind of day for this boy.
Yeah. Glory will either stand up from where she was crouched over the glove or turn to her, depending. And she'll hold a hand out and say, well, I'm happy to work with you.
She sort of looks at your hand and then like also holds a hand out, but it's not like quite in a handshake way. It's like a dainty sort of way. She just sort of like
You can just smooch your hands.
shakes.
Oh my god. I'll match her whatever.
Your
Okay, so
daintiness.
yeah, I'm not gonna like ha or anything. Glory has a fair amount of experience regulating her strength down to regular people levels.
Also offer a hand to shake. Does she do the dainty thing with me?
I think she like starts to do it and then she sort of like picks up and like rotates her hand. It's still not like a very hard grip, but it's like,
If she offers
better.
it daintily, he will pick it up gently, pull up his mask, and smooch her hand.
Ah!
Mentally, he's like, "Fuck you, Dino Boy. I'm gonna make out with your teammate, nerd.
Oh my
I'm gonna have to befriend this
Oh.
boy at some point. This is gonna be terrible for me."
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
He'll say mucho gusto, chiquita. Hey, mami, ¿qué pasa?
No. Silver Phantom, go ahead and roll me directly to compete against a member of the Young Giants.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah. What am I? Oh, it's different for everybody.
Yep. And I'll say in this instance,
Rules,
despite the fact that you're
rules.
competing against Dino Boy by proxy, go ahead and roll plus mundane because it's through Flor de Muerta.
Mentally, it's with him. I'm in the
SP 's gonna
wrong
become
chat.
a menace.
I'm not gonna lie,
gotta
I
become
thought
a
about it,
menace.
but I was like, that's weird for a first meeting.
I get to become a
Weird
menace.
for Glory for a first meeting.
+1, that is 11.
Okay.
I get to be a menace.
I
So-
love it.
You get to choose two from clear one of your conditions, inflict, or clear one of your conditions, clear one of their conditions, inflict a condition on her, gain influence over her, or take +1 for
I-
a move involving her.
I'm going to clear insecure,
Okay.
Make her
so I am
hopelessly
just angry
devoted
now.
to
And I would like influence over her.
Okay. So as you sort of take her hand and give a little peck, she sort
I'd
of...
wink, but you can't tell with the mask on.
Oh, And her eyes get all big as she sort of like smiles a little bit and does like a little curtsy.
Did you come to say hello, Boone?
Boone says, I know you're being a man whore in game. I came to observe.
He wants
I
attention.
came to learn.
He came to get attention. Yeah.
But as she's sort of like smoothing down her hair a little bit, this is about the moment that everyone gets a ba-ding on their phones. Analysis of glove complete. Locations of products per... Hang on a second, I need to think about how to phrase this. Locations that have purchased products of this vein, marked on map. Analysis of video completed. Matches logo for local nightclub.
Nice.
Ah, what the?
Club in.
Apparently there's a bug in my room.
Kill it.
I would, except it just like flew in my eye.
Tried to kill itself.
And as the map projects, The nightclub and the locations don't seem to overlap until another message from Tabs pops up. Note: nightclub was previous location of local mortuary.
Spooky.
Well, it's a theme, I suppose.
Floor sort of like peering over on your phone, Glory sort of says, "That feels deeply disrespectful."
Yeah.
Not like it's a cemetery. You don't keep them there forever.
And
Private
spirits
business at the end
still
of the day.
linger. Hmm.
I'm not sure how cognizant most people are of that. Doesn't mean they shouldn't be. But
It's probably going to be incredibly garish and themed. Like a mortuary would be my guess.
what's the name of the nightclub?
Dancing
Raising the
Devil.
Dead.
Uh,
I'm gonna add that to the locations list.
oh boy.
Oh my gosh, this bug. Why are you
Your
Oh,
mortal
Nitra's
enemy.
there. She's here in spirit.
Would you say that it's bugging you?
Ah.
It is. It's like trying to fly directly into my eyeballs.
Eve meeting.
They'd be doing that. I don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
what are you trying to communicate to us?
Yes.
What is it, girl?
Ah, get out of my face! What the hell?
She's trying to tell us something.
Torturing the GFs in her absence. Making sure we don't forget her.
Have to come in here with a can of Febreze and just be like, "I'm gonna get you, little sucker." Well, that seems like a good lead.
Indeed. We should collect the others.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take care of that.
All right.
Maria, dear, if you wouldn't mind. As
In her
she
head,
just,
Glory's like, I wish I could see them get scared by a ghost, but that'd be inappropriate.
What does this restaurant we're in serve?
cured
Pork,
meats.
obviously.
Cured meats?
It's like a deli sort of deal.
Deli. They do sandwiches.
Yes.
All right, I'm definitely walking out with like, God, I'm blanking on. I'm walking out with a ginormous sandwich.
Heavenly Katana will also get a sandwich. But it's a regular sized sandwich, and she eats it pretty quickly because she's fast and she needs energy.
Well, as the two of you are eating sandwiches, for a moment, there is a orange marigold that just sort of appears in the air in front of you, and then a
Pretty.
skeletal hand reaches through the flower, like parting the petals, and just sort of like starts beckoning.
Well, that's not me.
This chick's creepy. I love it.
Why is that hot?
Steal her for our team.
Please tell me you're not into like necrophilia.
I do kind of like her a lot. I feel like Silver Phantom is like communicating telepathically with me. I didn't know that's a thing he could do, but
more about him every day.
you know the most of, well, maybe Glory does. I don't know. You two know more about him than I do.
One last thing.
Yeah, let's go with that. All right.
No one pay attention to the men in Maria's basement.
We're definitely not tied up.
With ring
wait.
gangs.
But yes, you're all led back together. And Mirage will join the five of you with Floor. And Mirage, apparently having gotten a message from Tabs herself, sort of is looking on her phone. Looks like it's not that far away. Probably just walk it.
Seems reasonable. What time of day is it above the table?
It's like noonish. It's a little overcast though, so it's not like super sunny.
We got our-
This is a nightclub, is it closed?
I'd imagine there might be staff there setting it up for the day.
That's true.
We also got some footage of a van, and I'm having tabs.
You got a message about that. It was analyzed.
Oh,
Logo
yeah.
Match day at the local nightclub.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, well,
All signs point to yes.
let's go.
All right.
So, as you all start heading that way, Floor will sort of sidle up to you, Glory. So, do you have any family?
Bit of a complicated question. Technically, my dad's Apollo.
As in the god of the sun?
Did we know
Interesting.
this? I guess nobody ever asked.
No one's asked.
Somebody knows it. I don't know who, though.
Brooke just goes, what the fuck?
Yeah, all of you just simultaneously like slow turn to Glory, like what?
Oh, actually, Heavenly did not.
Gloria, if they look at her, she'll just say, "You never asked."
We
What do
haven't had
you
a
think?
whole lot
Like the
of
Greek
fluff
hero
days.
theme comes from nowhere?
I thought you
Maybe
you were
really
you and
liked.
You just had a really big Greek mythology phase
Did I
back
tell
in
you
8th
I am a
grade.
straight up demigod?
Silver Phantom might know,
I
but
don't think you said that.
unless he was allowed to share
Phantom,
that
I thought you
information.
and
I-
Glory were
prob-
all like close buddies and stuff.
I
Like,
think
what the
Silver
fuck?
Phantom probably would know at least some of this, but she probably would have said, "Please don't tell anyone." I'd
Yeah,
rather
he
tell
wouldn't
people.
have said anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, my dad's Apollo. Doesn't act in much of a fatherly
Three-
capacity.
I can't imagine
Carl
a god
Weathers.
does.
Gods tend to do. How old are
Yeah.
20? 19? This is me as a player forgetting how old I said.
I believe you said 19.
Okay, 19?
you? But
100?
like human 19, not like
Like I was born 19 human years ago.
okay.
Okay.
19 rotations of the sun.
Yeah. No, I aged normally, as far as I know.
Okay.
Or around, yeah.
Sun rotates.
We
Every
rotate.
day?
Yeah, we rotate around the sun. Shh.
Blondie, what are you doing down there?
We're so smart.
Tabs is our brain cell.
Going back to Copernicus.
Well, now we all know. Can we go to the nightclub now?
You all are like currently
They were
walking.
walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Heavenly is probably like slow walking for everyone else.
Yeah. She thought about zooming ahead, but she was like, maybe I'll just.
I think Thoth is probably being a little obnoxious and is on his hoverboard, just like doing lazy drifting back and forth as we walk there.
I love it.
Because he can go fast now.
Glory will say, "How about you?"
My parents are. They're both gone.
Sorry to hear that.
Happens to all of us eventually.
True. But for most,
Totally.
it happens a little later in life.
I suppose I should mention they're gone from this world.
Oh.
Are you still able to speak with them then?
I'm not allowed to.
Oh,
Hmm.
There's.
did-
It's alright, there's rules.
Conflict of interest type thing.
Interesting.
I'm sorry then. It must be frustrating to have that ability and be restricted from using it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blessed, honestly. I can bring so many people peace.
Two things can be true.
Yeah. things can both be blessings and curses.
Versus.
I suppose at the end of the day, I don't really have anyone but myself to blame. I did choose to come back.
From the dead?
From the dead?
Jinx, the girl's mom from the dead?
Who among us hasn't died a few times?
I've never died.
Weird.
I was
What?
dead. Yes.
And you chose to come back.
I was chosen to come back.
Oh. Is this line of questioning okay? Or would you prefer we stop?
It's all right.
Just curious. Like, who chose you?
I don't entirely know, but I do know why I don't know. The dead don't want everything revealed. It's an important part.
Fair enough.
Why were you chosen? And for what?
Well, I am a living Alfreda. Or, I think I'm saying that right.
Spell it?
It's the Day of the Dead thing.
Oh.
Damn it.
Ofrenda?
Spell it.
Alfreda. No.
Ofrenda.
Alfrenda, thank you.
Ofrenda.
That's
Yeah.
the altar.
I don't remember the
That's
word. I am a
Really?
living Alfrenda.
Not the traditional
That's
form I've
interesting.
seen those in, but
Well, with all the things that happen in the living world, aliens and monsters and whatnot, rulers of the dead got worried about what might happen if people stopped remembering. Remembering is
Fair.
an important part. So, they send people like me to be alive and to remember.
yeah.
So
Well- I think it's noble for you to come back and be able to help people with what you do.
I won't be gone forever. Someday I'll need to go back. But for now, I'm here, and well, there's no rules against me using my abilities to help people who are alive, so
Well, that's good. Are you enjoying the superhero life and your team?
I think so. It's all very new.
Mm-hmm.
It can get overwhelming sometimes.
Can be a lot of pressure too.
There's so many more people than when I was last here.
When were you last here?
Oh, from what I understand, my mother founded San Sebastian, so
Oh,
Oh, wow.
it's been a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I had pneumonia and passed away before her dream was realized.
It's kind of
Wow.
cool to see it now, huh?
It's very different.
Yeah.
Has it been difficult adjusting?
Very at times. I won't lie, there's some things I'm very unfamiliar with. But the good news is, this place seems to be very accepting of people who are different or out of place, so it's not been impossible.
I'm glad.
Are you making friends with your new teammates?
I am.
Good.
May in particular has been a great help.
Good.
She is a very kind person. she sort of directs this a little bit at you, HK.
Runs
She
May,
will
Golden
give a
Cow.
megawatt smile to that, but somehow it just doesn't reach her eyes. Of course she is.
Tao can be a little strict. He's forbade me with speaking with his parents.
What?
The goth boy.
Savannah,
Oh.
Ah,
our leader. And, well, me and Luciferus don't get along too much.
Which one is that one?
for a particular reason?
He's the goth boy.
Goth
Mm.
boy.
Well,
It's the one Elytra's torturing.
Oh, that's amazing.
his family seems to have some unusual thoughts about how San Sebastian was founded.
Ah,
Hmm.
I
Um.
tried to correct him, and he got very upset about it.
Where are
Oh,
you?
no.
Yeah,
This
I
might
could-
be overstepping, but why are you on a team with people you don't really like?
well, she only said she didn't like one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really sound like they're all super friendly, or people who don't really like you either.
They like me. I think Lucy likes me deep down. It's hard to say.
Oh my god. I love that nickname. That's a wonderful nickname.
No. No one outside the
Texting
team is supposed to
Elytra
call
right
her that.
now.
It's so sweet, though. I love that you guys have nicknames. That's so sweet. We should get nicknames.
What are you talking about? You have a nickname.
We have nicknames.
HKSP.
Yeah.
What about yours? Just T?
Tooth.
Pizza boy.
Tooth.
Pizza boy.
PB.
It's too long. It's gotta be a snappy nickname.
PB.
EB, where's the J?
Oh, that does remind me. Have you all had peanut butter? Peanut butter is amazing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have.
Mhm.
Smooth or crunchy?
Ooh, I like crunchy.
There's different kinds.
Oh my gosh.
What kind have you had?
I don't know.
Did it
Did it
have
have,
whole
like-
peanuts in it?
Yeah. Did it crunch when you ate it?
No. So that
They
gives
also make
smooth
that kind.
They
Yeah.
make the kind that's crunchy. It's good. If you like texture.
I don't know.
Well, one way to
You'll
find
have
out.
to try it.
Whenever I want a little bit of a treat, I'll get chocolate peanut.
You should
forgot about
actually
that.
try Nutella. It's really good.
And that's also good, but that's the
You,
Yeah.
you want to try foods? You came to the right place.
We like
Pizza.
food.
That has been a little something much to adjust to, is all the sweet things that are around now.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar's a lot more affordable and easier to get.
And they
All the
also
spices.
manufacture it in fake forms.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine you wouldn't have had access to a lot of things spice-wise that are available now.
I didn't have access to most of the things that are eaten on a daily basis.
Is there anything you found you really like?
I like tea. We didn't have tea.
What
Tea
kind?
is really good.
Lavender.
You should come
Oh,
by my house
that's good.
sometime. My grandma makes an amazing jasmine tea.
Yeah, I might come by. No, maybe I shouldn't.
Why not?
Well, she had her husband pass away, didn't she?
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Well, when someone loses someone close to them, their spirit can stay.
I'm
And
not sure if his spirit stayed with her. I'm pretty sure his spirit's in Japan. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. I'm not super well versed on death and dying.
when it comes to dying, it's more about who we're connected to than where we're connected to.
Yeah. His death was unique circumstances.
It's just when there's a strong connection like that, sometimes the spirits need to speak.
She might like to hear from him.
Not everyone does. It can be painful for people.
Just ask her first.
How about this? After this mission, we can get tea separately. And then that might be a conversation for a later time. Meeting your grandmother.
All right.
There's got to be a few good tea houses around here.
Definitely.
Oh, there's many. I was on my way to one, and I sensed the disturbance. Do you know that there's a cafe in the garden that's run by a cat? He's very adorable.
I did not know that.
We should go there.
It's nice that you're all okay with this. And again, her eyes sort of end up lingering on Glory and Silver Phantom.
Okay with what?
Death can be scary to a lot of people. That puts some people off from me, but death...
We all die, just like you said.
Death doesn't have to be scary.
It's an ending. And that makes some people uncomfortable.
Some people don't like when things end.
Gloria, you get the distinct impression that she's looking a little deeper with you. Some would say it's a beginning.
Perhaps.
I have met many people who have felt more alive while they're dead than while they were alive.
Interesting.
Can't say I've thought of it that way, but fair enough.
Till we get there.
Sometimes it's better to just go with the flow. I'm not too concerned about what happens after I die.
Trying to make the most of each day.
Yep.
Glory stays silent on that one.
Mm-hmm. Noted but not commented on.
Well, there's something to be said for not going gently.
Fair.
Everyone has their own thoughts, I suppose. But I believe we're here. As she sort of comes to a stop at a street corner, and indeed, there is a brick and mortar squat building that very much looks like it was used for a utilitarian purpose at one point, but now has a neon sign stapled to the side that says "Raise the Dead" with 3 exclamation points.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, this place used to be a mortuary.
Oh, that's not at all creepy. Anyways, do you want me to case the place first?
Should we knock? See if there's anybody, a manager here we can talk to? We can have team knock on the door and team snoop around.
Who wants to
We
be
know
on
there's a
Team
van.
Snoop?
And I
Oh, we should go.
I can.
I'll just run around to look and see if the van's outside. Like, parked on the block or whatever.
Okay. Quick circuit does reveal that there is a white van with the nightclub's logo on both sides, round back on the loading dock.
Oh, or where those drinks?
Is there anybody near it? In it?
Nope.
She's
The
just
place
gonna-
looks fairly dark at the moment.
She's gonna test the back of the van door to see if
It's unlocked.
she
It opens.
it.
Smells like bleach.
Of course it does.
Oh.
Shocking.
Okay. She'll just zip back up and she'll be like, the van's out back on the loading deck and smells like bleach on the inside.
That's
Okay.
not suspicious.
No, not at all.
Totally normal. Your average everyday bleaching the back of a van.
But it does look like there's a back entrance. So if people want to knock while Team Sneak, I assume I'm on Team Sneak because that's fast. But
That makes sense.
I mean, I can give you cover.
you want to join me on Team Sneak?
Sure. Keep an eye on the back. Make sure no one sneaks past us.
Yeah.
Mirage sort of turns to look at
Throw
you.
my board at Thoth.
Mirage sort of looks at you, Thoth. I can provide cover. Or what do you have in mind?
I mean, for those of us on Team Sneak, making the shadows a little denser.
You're more than welcome to join us on Team Sneak.
I think I will.
Alright.
And she sort of flourishes her arm, and it almost looks like the fabric on it starts to like unspool a little bit as the air shimmers. And Thoth and HK, you along with Mirage, are now semi-transparent.
Oh, this is so cool.
See where you get the name.
I love this. All right. Let's go do some sneaking.
I have seen those.
Text
I
me
guess-
when you are knocking and stuff.
Sure thing.
I guess I will be on Team Knock then.
Yes.
Yep. As we're knocking on the door, and I will knock on the door.
All right.
Send the message to HK.
Mm-hmm. She'll just listen at the door to see if there's movement in there, and then she'll go in.
It takes a little while for anyone to respond to the door knock. You do hear someone walking around,
Mm.
and you hear something clatter a little bit. You hear a muffled shit or walking, something being like fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Walking back to the door, and a shorter, older man opens the door. Gray hair, very fuzzy, thick glasses.
I assume we saw a picture from like the rap sheet on Adam Frankenstein?
Yes, he is. He looks like he's around your guys' age.
Okay, so probably not this guy?
probably not.
Okay.
He sort of like adjusts his glasses a little bit, looking at the three of you. Yes?
We're here investigating some disappearances that happened down the street, and we have reason to believe that the van located on your property was involved in this disappearance.
You want to talk to the manager then?
Yeah, that'd be great.
He's not here.
We can talk to you.
Whippersnappers. He sort of like undoes the door a little bit more, steps outside, and you can see now that he is dressed in janitor overalls. What do you want to know?
We used the van yesterday. You got logs? You keep records of that kind of thing?
I don't know, maybe.
Are there
Well-
cameras around here? Like in the building at all? Would there be like one by the door?
It's one with a bathroom.
One by the bathroom. That's weird.
Uh,
What about one back there by the loading bay where your van is?
I don't know.
Do you have a usual van driver?
It's not my job. I clean the floors.
How about this? Like, are you normally cleaning any time around when the club has people in it?
No. Because nobody wants to see me when the club's open.
Fair enough. You've seen any suspicious seeming people creeping around yesterday or last night?
Plenty. Most of them were junkies I scared off with a mop.
Fearsome.
Did any of them look like this? She'll show him a picture of Adam Frankenstein.
He sort of like glances at the phone. Nope, haven't seen him.
The guy's telling me
Does he work here at all?
supposedly I can just
Yeah.
turn it on.
Have you had a robbery recently?
No.
Since you are the janitor, though, how familiar are you with the club's stock of disposable gloves?
Fill it myself.
Have they been disappearing?
Why do you want to know?
We found one at the crime scene.
He sort of like looks at the three of you. Fine. Come in. He like kicks the door open, shambles his way inside.
Glory will follow.
Nesfor follows in behind the two of you. She sort of leans in to you, Silver Phantom. This feels wrong. There's something wrong here.
Probably a trap.
Why would this nice old man do that?
Not everybody is who
One
they
of
are on
three,
the
is that right?
surface.
It's 2 and 4. That's still right.
Meanwhile, back at the loading dock, Thothan HK. You check the loading bay doors, both the cargo one and sort of the normal back door. Both are locked.
Goes back here. Vents.
There are vents on the roof. If you do any sort of inspection, you're going to quickly figure out they do not smell good.
Yeah.
This place was formerly a morgue. And I'll say there's probably like one back window, but you do notice right away it's been like taped over with black electrical tape.
Are there any keys in the?
No. And so throw me a d6 real quick.
6.
6. Okay. So, you have some experience when it comes to DJing as sort of a hobby, which means that you recognize a sort of portable DJ setup, which, judging from the hooks and foam imprints in the back of this van, should be here, but it's not.
So is this like something that is brought to from venues to play, or something that is meant to stay in the back of the van?
This is something that's supposed to be brought to and from venues. Like, this is supposed to be something that they take to events so that they can, you know, pump music and lights into the crowd. But there's a distinct lack of that equipment.
Gearing up for oh. Do I have anything that could pick a lock?
Well, given
Heavenly
your usual-
Katana has a sword.
There is that.
Subtle. We're team sneak.
I would say, yeah, given your usual activities,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Delinquent Man.
Yep, that's me.
And the back door lock, very simple. Probably pick it with a hairpin.
Okay.
I'll hand him a hairpin.
How do we feel about cracking this bad boy open?
I mean, it's better than what I would do to open it, so...
Technically speaking, we don't have plausible cause. Mirage will chime in with.
Well, that's true. Are you a rule follower, Mirage?
Should that matter? She sort of like gives you a look.
She our new team mom? Are we adopting a new mom?
I'd say our probable cause is we know someone desiccated a bunch of bodies, used this van. Van is now parked outside of this nightclub. So obviously
There's
some form
probable cause
of illicit activity is happening in the nightclub.
It also smells like bleach in the van.
You're missing some DJ equipment.
Yeah. That's probable cause, right?
It's hard to completely read her expression when you're like ghostly like you are now, but
Yeah.
you can definitely read the raised eyebrow. She is going to try to shift both of your... Yeah, I think this would definitely be mundane down and then one other label up of your choice. Up to you whether or not you accept or resist this.
I'm gonna accept it.
Alright, so that's mundane down and then one other label up of your choice.
Sure, why not? I'll take it.
Danger freak, danger freak, danger freak. Freak.
Alright.
Okay.
So, she sort of motions. Do what you feel is necessary.
I mean, nobody can see us, so.
They didn't see it. It didn't happen, right? I get down and with a quick flick of my wrist, we'll pick the lock.
Yep.
Kids.
Hey, you chose to come with us.
I mean, Team Sneak did kind of imply we were gonna do some sneaky shit.
This is why I didn't think we needed backup. And she pushes open the door. And inside, you find a back storage area that looks like it's been sort of combined with the loading bay. Notably, right away, and this also goes for Glory and SP as you sort of enter in the front door, none of the medical equipment that was used in the morgue has been thrown out. It's been repurposed. It does look like it's all been cleaned, if only to add fake blood and gore.
Ew.
And it's been used for shelves and desks, and particularly in the storage area, there appears to be a chunk of what used to be gurneys that would hold bodies. They have now been retrofitted to hold boxes. And everything's sort of lit by this pale purple glow from this string of LED lights that just sort of encircles the whole area. Front door team, you walk into what seems to be the main dance floor area, which, if you had to guess, was previously 2 separate floors of this morgue, but like a chunk of it was knocked out and then some stairs added so that there's like a balcony and then like the main dance floor. And you see down at the bottom, there is a large man turned away from you, who is currently mopping away. And you see another figure, kind of shrouded in darkness, up on the balcony, who's just sort of walking about currently. You're muted, Bree.
Curses. Okay.
There you go.
I accidentally remuted myself. Anyways. She'll look to the guy they're following and say, how many people are on the cleaning staff?
There's 5 of us total.
Who's your colleague? She'll gesture to the guy down there mopping.
And that's Sam.
And who's that? Gesturing up to the shadowed guy.
That's our IT guy.
What's his name?
You've been following him, yes?
Yeah.
As he walks down the stairs into the dance pit.
There's only one
Yeah.
dedicated that's specifically a bio splash on.
And it's about this time, you both notice the large guy's mop isn't wet.
Did
Folks don't seem to fit right.
Did the-
Mopping with-
Oh yeah, okay. Is he moving kind of like in halting sort of motions?
He is.
I'm not following him further onto the dance floor. I'm
Well-
standing by the base of the steps.
It's about this time that the older man sort of turns to look over his shoulder. The IT guy's Adam.
Okay. How
And
long has he
then-
worked here?
Are we connected? Do we have like a team headset
We've
situation?
got tabs.
You've got tabs on your phone, but you do not have like in-ear communicators.
We need to get those.
Though it's at this point, the club comes alive. Charlie, if you could get the most bass-thumping song you possibly could, please.
Hell yeah.
Hey, hang on. Wait, it's alright. I wasn't prepared for this.
It's all right.
Choose the second one. I have no idea which. You think one on G2 instead of one of A2. We'll try.
Most of my thoughts went to songs we do not have the rights to.
Yeah.
Fair.
We'll do this for now. I'll keep looking.
This kind of works. As all of the lights in the dance floor flash on, as the janitor starts to scramble away, the three of you can't really see anything that's happening up on the balcony now because you're just like fully blinded.
Boone.
But as the larger gentleman turns, it is very clear that he is not a whole person. He is a bunch of corpse pieces stitched together.
I, for one, am shocked.
Be careful about damaging him too much. We need those parts back. And she'll look at the old guy and say, you gonna stay and get hurt?
He's running off currently.
Over the phone.
That's because I told you
HK,
that
we've got a
you
runner.
have power LED.
Old guy.
They're
Janitor.
in there somewhere. I just don't
Knows
know.
something
Roger.
about this.
Well, unfortunately, you guys are having a hard time
Yes,
hearing each
sir.
other
Oh,
because
yeah,
even in the
that's
storage
fine.
area, the music is head pounding.
Fair enough.
As we are going to go ahead and enter
I'm putting the other-
battle as a team.
Go.
Come here, buddy.
Ah,
This works.
cool.
If I
Stay
can
by me.
Yeah.
I will say my
Kay is looking at the other two going, I gotta catch a runner.
The music might be too loud for anyone to hear it, but if anyone's close to Glory, she shouts something like, "You want to dance, motherfucker?"
All right. So automatically, 2 team is added to the pool. Questions. The first: who is the leader?
Glory thinks it's Glory. Because I play the same character every time.
if Phantom knows it's not him, he did not walk in the room first, so it is Glory.
HK just got an order from Glory. So
Here's my
Glory.
game book. What do I do? I punch things.
Yeah, it's
That's
still
what I
Glory
do.
because these other people who called us for backup are definitely not in charge.
Mirage has no control here. We've already established that we're
We've already snubbed
whether she
Mirage's
likes it or not.
adulthoodedness, and Floor does not
Oh,
have the
boy.
commanding presence to be the leader.
Yeah,
He is
we've
very
already disappointed our new adopted mommy, super mommy.
Didn't take long at all.
All right. And Thoth, who do you think the leader is?
I said Glory.
Oh, okay. So everyone agrees on the leader then. I don't believe the leader has influence over everybody, though.
No. Well, I mean, I don't have it over Elytra, but she's not
Elytra's
here.
not here.
Elytra is not involved here, so I'll actually say, yeah, that will add a team to the pool.
I don't need to load my moves for this. They're not combat related. I
Uh,
even have a character sheet.
what is everyone's
I just did
purpose in the
things.
fight?
Apprehend Adam and get these body parts unpersoned and back to the graveyard.
Stop Adam.
Take down Adam.
Mhm.
Okay.
Boone, the cat doesn't want your toy. Boone's is to leave because the cat wants his toy. Come here.
If any team member mistrusts the leader, remove a team. Anyone mistrusting Glory at the moment?
Nope.
No.
All right. And if your team is ill-prepared or off-balance, remove a team. I am going to say you're a little off-balance here because you're currently separated.
Fair enough.
And, well, Thoth and Henley Katana kind of don't entirely know what's going on. They just know the club sort of exploded with light and sound.
Vibes.
All right.
How many team do we have then?
We have 4.
So the pool's at
Total
5?
5?
Mhm.
No, that's with your one already.
Okay.
Okay, so it is at 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So, we're going to go ahead and start with Glory here, because Adam's monster has just torn off its ill-fitting janitorial uniform and is currently trying to smash you.
All right. Does it seem to be reacting to the lights at all?
I would say if you want to figure that out, you're probably going to need to assess the situation.
I'll roll for it. All right. Superior. That's a 5.
Uh,
I'll mark potential.
unfortunately, it is just a little too much, and as you're trying to figure it out, boom!
Fair enough.
Right in the gut. And you figure out pretty quickly, it cannot just be dead flesh animating this thing, because there's definitely some metal in that fist.
Oh.
Yeah, I think SP who's there, he'll probably see Glory, be like, oh, and that's not a normal Glory reaction to getting hit.
Cool,
we're
cool,
gonna-
cool.
Go ahead and say, Mark... Do you have angry marked?
Nope.
You
We'll
do
say
now.
Mark angry.
You're
Alright.
pissed.
SP, you are also present at the beatdown happening on the dance floor here, if you want to get involved in that.
Beat down at the dance floor.
That is the name of the
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
Down at the dance floor.
I love it.
I would like to directly engage this threat.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Go down the dice tower, damn it. Ooh, nice. 6, 7, 8. So I get to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can frighten this thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Don't know.
I am going to try and create an opportunity for my allies. So for Fleur and Glory here. Try and
Okay.
trip it up or something.
All right. We'll say as it sort of like rushes in to beat on Glory, you thinking fast, duck down and sort of like dart between its legs, and then just like come up like with the foot catching on its foot, and it just sort of face plants into the floor.
Nice.
That does not stop it, however, from kicking you off and landing a kick squarely in the solar plexus.
That's fine. Those grow back.
So go ahead and mark a condition of, let's say afraid, if you don't have it marked.
I do now.
Alright, meanwhile, Thoth and HK, you're back in the storage room, and the club is coming alive, and you know there's a runner somewhere.
Go, HK, go! I assume she's gonna run off first.
Jenna freeze. Oh, no, she's moving.
HK! She's running after Adam.
Well, you don't exactly know where Adam is in the moment.
She'll zip in, and then just Glory here. She'll go, which way? And then
Janitor.
zip in that way.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me Unleash Your Powers. Not so
Sure,
much
sure,
for the speed, but mostly just to, like, keep directionality, because right now things are loud and bright and very confusing.
That is an 11.
Okay. So with,
She works in a club. She's fine.
laser focus, you
It's
sort
that
of...
hyper focus with the ADHD. Locked in on a target.
You sort of zip off down the hallway that the janitor disappeared down,
Mhm.
and I would say almost accidentally end up just like bowling him over, because like
Perfect.
he's an old man, like he's not running very fast. He was
Wait,
mostly counting
I
on the
thought
mom.
Adam was young.
This is not Adam. This is just the janitor.
Adam's
Oh.
not running currently.
Oh. Is Adam the guy you're fighting?
He's the guy up in the tech booth.
Oh. Okay. She'll just, help him up to his feet and say, no, we're this way, please.
And he starts like trying to run again, but like at this point, it's no challenge for you.
She grabs him and just like brings him back and then looks for something to restrain him with. I don't know. Tie him to something. With something.
He like throws like a ball of air freshener at you, and you just like
Yeah.
effortlessly
Quickly.
dodge. Like he's no threat at all.
Yeah.
Thoth.
I will head into... Since we haven't seen anyone... Well, is the entrance to the dance floor the only way into this back room?
Yes. Heavenly Katana sort of revealed it for you here, but there's like a partitioning curtain, like a blackout curtain, and just like sweeping that aside, you like pop right into the dance hall area. Though notably, you are on the second floor. HK sort of had to like zip down all the way.
Got it. Okay. So I'm up on the balcony.
Mm-hmm. And you can see like a shadowy figure doing something at like the main soundboard area, the DJ booth.
He's turning tips.
It doesn't quite look like that. You're not certain what he's doing.
Okay. Seeing as that's the most notable person,
I mean, there's also your friends getting beaten to a pulp by a
They
flesh
got-
monstrosity in the
they've
pit.
got it covered. It's fine. I will focus my attention on the shadowy figure, and probably interspersed with the the tempo and the thumping beat of the music, I'm just gonna make it sound like there is hyena laughter coming from all around this guy.
Oh. Spooky.
Okay. Are you doing this in an effort to get him to do something, or are you just trying to, like, throw him off? Basically, I'm asking, are you trying to provoke him, or are you trying to, like, unleash your powers here?
I think provoke makes sense. I'll throw in addition to the hyena laughter, I'm gonna throw in some black smoke too. But I want to try and get him to stop whatever he's doing, and ideally, like, move away from the sound booth.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll.
Okay. That is an 8.
Indeed it is, but tragically, he is not susceptible to your words. Or your powers in this case. As you note, whatever he's doing, he does not stop at all as you apply these effects. Seems this guy is focused.
Okay. Faster.
Meanwhile, from the dance floor, you all would see as Floor takes to the air, because she can just inherently fly. It's part of her power set. As she's got, like, her hands over her ears, and it's clear that she's just, like, trying to, like, re-find her center. You're not certain where Mirage goes, but Thoth and HK, you both notice as your transparency fades.
Fine.
Alright, in the pit. Glory and SP. You've got a flesh monstrosity on the ground.
That's true. Glory's gonna manifest. This guy's big, so let's go with a halberd.
Okay.
We're gonna try to take a shot at the spinal cord.
Roll to directly engage, and I'll say you'll get a +1 here, thanks to Silver Phantom's prone move earlier.
I'm helping.
Thank you.
You're doing
I'm
such a
helping.
good job.
My solar plexus
That's
hurts.
not for you.
Got a few
Hey,
cracked
grows
ribs there.
back, right?
Oof. Wait, so directly engage?
Mm-hmm.
With a +1.
Hey, handsome. Do you want to say hello?
All right.
No.
With a
Shy boy.
+1's very needed because that's just barely a 7.
Okay. So go ahead and choose one then.
I'm helping. Oh, you're helping too.
Under the impression this is probably going to be a bit of a drawn-out fight, we're going to say resist or avoid their blows.
Okay. And that sort of works with the halberd.
Keep it at distance.
Yeah.
I'll say as you
Hold
sort
on,
of,
baby.
as it starts to get up, you start, like, doing the whole, like, spear fencer sort of deal where it's just like, it's like the tip of it is moving, but, like, their hand movements are, like, really restrained because with polearm weapons you don't have to do much to get that blade just going everywhere.
Yup.
Oh, come here, Blondie.
Incidentally, that's why spears were busted in, like, actual medieval combat. But I'll say, with you keeping the monstrosity at distance, you even managed to get one of the seams, and, like, one of its arms
No.
just sort of fully, like, falls off.
All right.
Oh, okay.
And then it starts crawling towards you.
Less okay.
SP, keep an eye out on the arm.
Yeah,
It's moving.
I know. It's just
Don't
a
let
silly
it get you.
sentence.
All right,
Like
SP.
Glory like jumps over the arm at one
Blondie.
point. It's like, ah, no,
Like, trying to
Ew.
slap you.
Is
just creeping along.
the the string still attached to the arm?
Sure.
I want to tie it to whatever, a pillar or something, so it can't go anywhere.
Go ahead and roll directly engage for me.
Danger, danger. Oh, wait, I have a new condition. What does that do to me? Oh, I have a -2 to directly. I have a natural 0 to directly engage right now. But that's 6, which is not a hit.
Okay.
But that's
It's
a
not
potential track.
It's not a hit, but you guys have 2 NPCs and 2 allies in the area who can spend team to help you here.
What'd you roll again?
6.
I'd say it's worth spending a team.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're gonna spend a team. So I'll say you sort of like catch the stray threads and start like pulling this arm back. Whereupon the hand sort of rotates around to look at you, SP, and starts like shuffling its way towards you. Whereupon Fleur from the top ropes sort of outstretches a hand, and there's this like waft of flowery fragrance and a puff of petals as her magic sort of washes over it, and you watch as like these few like strands of essence sort of go out of it, and the arm just sort of flops over,
Perfect.
return to
Hell
death.
yeah.
Thank you, Fleur.
Meanwhile, HK, you're currently dragging a janitor.
It's an average weekend night.
A throwing
Frosted.
implement.
As you're sort of passing through back offices that were very clearly at one point operating rooms, you're very suspicious of some of the mold that exists in the tiling.
Ew.
Mold.
It appears this guy was not a very good janitor.
Doesn't
Shocking.
look like it. I need.
You want to just like throw him in a room and deal with him that way, or
Jenna?
Jenna.
She's gonna throw him in a closet or something.
all right?
Or tie him up, whatever. And then she's actually gonna go up to the booth.
Okay.
Glory seems to have an SP have this under control. I don't know.
Maybe?
2 and 2 seems
Nobody's-
to be a decent way to deal with this.
Yeah.
She's just moving on instinct at this point. No thoughts, just go.
Okay.
So she's gonna go find the stairs up to the booth, and if it's open, she'll open the door nicely. Otherwise, she's putting a katana through the door.
It's less a full-on booth and more just like a cordoned off, like little raised area.
Oh, okay.
But as you approach it, you get a better look at our villain of the evening. As Adam Frankenstein is indeed a younger man, dark hair, sort of like greased back, and I do mean greased. This guy
Ew.
looks
Gross.
slimy,
Ugh.
Of course he does.
which adds to his sickly appearance because he's also very pale and wan. He looks like he is ill. That sort of adds to the corpse-like vibe because he also has a very large scar that extends from about his chin and goes all the way up through his face. That has been very poorly stitched back together, giving his face a slightly misaligned appearance. Which is then undercut somewhat by his round, somewhat cute nerd glasses. He
is
is
a
currently dressed in what appears to be the remnants of a janitor's uniform. But as you approach HK, you can also see that he's got some sort of, like, backpack on that appears to have, like, these spotlights on the shoulders, but there's something in front of the lenses. You're not entirely certain what.
She's just gonna zip and check that out.
Okay. Roll me to assess.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's superior, right? That is an 11.
Okay. You get to ask too.
So let's look. What? How could we best end this?
Well, that's sort of a two-sided question here.
Mhm.
It's very clear, at first glance, Adam's monster and Mr. Frankenstein himself are sort of operating independently here. It's clear there was some sort of coordination going on, but the monster's got enough intelligence that it is its own entity. So, looking into the pit, given the effectiveness of whatever Flora did of sort of peeling away its essence,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably the fastest way to deal with that. As
Okay.
for Adam, I mean, aside from his backpack, he just kind of looks like a thin guy. So, punch him? Question mark? I don't know what that backpack does.
Yeah.
though.
Well, she was gonna cut his backpack off. Just separate him from that first, and then
Well, you got another question.
grab him by
first.
the ear and drag him downstairs, I guess. Pull a grandma on him.
You got another question to ask first.
Oh, yeah, I've got another question. I feel like I already know how that he's probably the most I mean, aside from the janitor, is probably the most vulnerable to me. And I assume that the monster thing is the biggest threat, unless we're including Glory. I guess she might be I'm not sure.
I mean, you don't know what's going on with the backpack for what it's
I was
worth.
about to say, that's a big assumption there.
Yeah, what here is the biggest threat?
Pipe bomb.
Well, funny you should
Oh,
ask.
Why are we keep letting Heavenly Katana handle all the explosives? This feels like a bad plan.
Well, here's the thing, HK.
Oh my god, it's a bomb
I'm not
again.
doing this intentionally, but you do
No.
keep on running into
Trying
these
to explode
situations.
my character.
As you sort of run up and evaluate the situation, Adam looks up from the DJ's booth, and you see, as he finishes connecting something between the backpack and his
Oh, she's cutting off hands.
booth.
Oh my god.
As you
This
come
feels like a
in.
fucking instance where she can cut off hands and not be questioned.
As you sort of come in for the slice, the backpack, as the lights flicker on, and through the lenses, high-powered lasers blast into it. Go ahead and roll, take a powerful blow for me.
Oh no! Alright.
I swear I'm not trying to do these only to you. You just keep on running directly into these situations.
What do I add to take a powerful blow?
How many conditions do you have?
Yeah.
Oh, I did
And
have
you
a
want it low.
Yeah, this is the one where you want to fail.
That's good. I've got a 6.
Okay. So, you stand strong.
Yeah.
Describe how you weather or evade the blow.
Just Phasmo. She just went, whoop. No.
Okay.
It was like
Faster
Neo
than light.
in the Matrix. She was just like, no.
It is a very close call, though.
Yeah. I feel like he like messes up one of the like ruffles on her like outfit, and she's a little like incensed.
Mhm. And he is not stopping firing.
Oh, good.
As the upper floor of this nightclub turns into a very literal laser show as Adam
At
starts
least
trying to
it's-
blast you to pieces.
At least it's her because she's real fucking fast.
Side note, this entire time, his expression has barely changed. It's
Oh, he's
just
a
like
little
slightly
socio-
more brow furrow, just like...
He's a little sociopath. Okay. Well, I could play psychopath too.
And like, you see his mouth moving, but you cannot hear him over the music at all.
Mhm.
Alright, Thoth. You are currently watching as who is now revealed to be Adam Frankenstein is attempting to laser Heavenly Katana.
Bad
So-
sentence.
Since you said this, the booth is just a quarter on area. There's no barrier between me and him, right?
Correct.
I am going to cloak myself in darkness, hop on my hoverboard, shoot forward, and like pull up the hoverboard to smash it into his face.
Roll to directly engage.
Plus danger. Danger's a 0. That's a
Don't
9.
forget to mark your cool. Don't forget to mark your potential there, Jenna.
Oh yeah, potential.
All right, 9. Choose what you would like to use.
I have a rule question.
Mm-hmm.
Because Floor helped me in my last roll, does it not count as a failure?
Correct. It does not count as a failure.
Okay. Then I have not cleared my potential track. Which wouldn't change my decision once I clear it anyway, so I'm going to leave that on my sheet, because I'm going to take that as soon as I clear this.
I would like to choose take something from them, and if you'll allow it, I want to
Their
take
lives.
that backpack.
Okay. So, as you sort of like meld in with the shadows and just go like stealth mode around the perimeter of the second floor, it's a little tense, mostly because you also have to kind of hide yourself from HK, and there's a moment where she sort of trips on the end of your board and you're like, oh shit! But she manages to recover. Unfortunately, that seems to give Adam just enough data to figure out what's happening, as the lasers suddenly lock into you right as you leap up. So I'm gonna need you to roll to take a powerful blow for me.
Well, I have no conditions match, so...
Roll low.
Oh, that's right. Maybe I shouldn't use these dice. Hang on.
Don't pick the good ones.
Can I? I can't roll to defend as I don't know how this works, but
That is...
You can, actually, if you would like to use up your next turn.
yeah, I'd like to put my katana where the lasers are. Magical katana.
Okay, roll to defend.
Mm-hmm. And that's a savior? Oh, sweet.
Yep.
That's a 10 then. I rolled a 7. So
Hot
plus
dang.
3. And my savior. So, yeah.
All right, you get to choose one then. You don't even escalate the situation or anything.
Yeah. Let's see. So, I don't have influence over Thoth. I'll take influence over Thoth. God damn it! We
I have
bonded. We have
All right.
bonded.
As there is definitely a moment with Thoth where there's just like lasers pointed directly at your head until perfectly caught by the end of the katana. It almost ends up being like a team combo move as your board like catches on her blade and just slams into the backpack, and there's something between a cut and a crash as like a whole half of it just gets sheared off by the sheer force of everything that just happened. And it sort of ends with like the three of you in a pile in the DJ booth.
Very graceful, very demure, very mindful.
Meanwhile, in the pit,
Mosh pit.
very much so.
It's the monster
Though,
mosh pit.
given what's inside this monster, it's more of a mush pit.
Did I see that Fleur was able to deactivate the arm?
Yes.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna try to do. Halberd goes away, and I'm gonna try to use the hard light to make a cage around this dude. Keep him still.
Okay, definitely sounds like an unleash your powers to me.
This freak.
This music is perfect, by the way.
I know, we got to it, and I was like, I'm just gonna loop this one.
That is only a 6, but since we have assistance, if
True.
I'm allowed to help with, or get help with that.
Indeed, you can.
SP, any thoughts? Or no, I guess SP from an NPC.
Well, it can be from SP if you want to have help from a teammate, but that's more up to the teammate.
I can help you. How best am I going to be able to assist with this?
I'll throw this out there. Now that there is an inanimate arm laying next to you, you have a pretty heavy bludgeoning weapon.
Beat him with his
true.
own arm.
We
Are
don't
you
want to
getting
break
yourself-
the arm.
We
Or
don't
though.
want to.
So-
That is also true.
I don't want to damage the.
I mean, there's already metal jammed
Corpse.
into it. There isn't
Oh,
too
yeah,
much
that's-
more
Can I
you can
remove
do
the
to
metal?
it.
Oh, I'd have to have like a knife or something to remove
Yeah.
the metal.
The visual of you smacking him with the arm is pretty funny, though.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I will. I'll use the arm.
Okay.
Wait, make him smack his own face.
I'm gonna
So
try
as
and
the
smack him with his own hand.
So as the monster sort of lumbers towards you, Glory, you sort of like pop open this like diving cage looking thing, and it seems to have just enough intelligence to like halt its own momentum, whereupon its own arm comes out of the
Push it.
fog and light and just bang!
Close the
Knocks
cage
him.
around him.
Yep. He's just got the one arm. Just banging on the bars.
Don't know how long this is gonna hold.
Okay, Oh, right. Okay, hold him still.
Tightens the cage a little.
Focus. As, again, that flowery scent and the petals start to, like, swirl around him as Flora starts to work her magic. Meanwhile, back up in the pit, Adam sort of disentangles himself, forces open the door, and falls out. His backpack is ruined.
Good.
He sort of, like, looks around a little bit and sees what Flora is doing. Reaches into his pocket, pulls out what looks like some sort of grenade and twists it as like this green acrid smoke starts to come out. He will huck it at Floor.
Can I
Uh,
roll to...
Yes, you can.
plus savior? Reroll. Okay. Well, that's enough. That's a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you do
Yeah,
have-
buddy.
I mean, I don't know what this grenade does, but I have a suggestion for how I can expose myself to danger.
Go ahead.
Since he's twisting this grenade that smoke is coming out of and is gonna toss it, I launch myself forward and grab it with my hand.
Oh,
Shit.
Okay.
Assuming
He's
I'm
losing a
assuming
hand
that the touch
today?
of this is going to do bad things.
not my fault that you lost that hand. I kept your face intact.
Well, you do get to choose one still.
Well, I don't have any conditions marked yet. I think it would be pretty useful to have influence over Fleur. 4.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like you save somebody's life, you get influence over them.
Also,
So-
she called me Tooth, so fuck her.
Now, so remember.
Literally, you are probably one of the first times she has any interaction with Egyptian mythology in her entire life. God forbid she can't pronounce the
There's
spelling.
a TH at the beginning of it.
There's a TH at the beginning of tooth.
Yeah.
At the beginning of Tooth?
It's because your teeth are so
Oh,
nice.
yeah, that's Tooth.
It's your tooths.
But there is this moment where she's like casting her spell and she sees the grenade like moving towards her, and then you just like, and just like catch it. And indeed, it does explode. Go ahead and roll. Take a powerful blow for me.
Ugh.
Alrighty. Okay,
I
these
saved your
all of my
face.
dice are rolling too well.
I cannot
Roll
save your
bad.
hands.
That's an 8.
Oh.
Okay. Now, before you choose, this jump proves to be a little too good. As you fall into the pit. Which
Oh.
is not great.
Oh no.
However, you realize very quickly what this grenade was designed to do. This is a hallucinogen grenade.
Oh.
And with all the sensory stimuli you're getting right now, things are getting fucking weird.
God.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, Thoth is going to be tripping for the next... We're going to have a fun debrief time.
So go ahead and choose one here.
Yeah. I think I want to go with you give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, because I'm so used to like seeing my own illusions and how to me they're not super realistic. So I think being on sort of the pseudo receiving end of that, or just like, whoa.
That's karmic justice.
Okay. So you're just kind of on the dance floor, sprawled out, just like... Whoa.
Yeah, I think I'm just on my back staring up at the ceiling. Like, a part of me is just like, wow, I'm seeing sound. There's
I
colorful
can
waves
feel
in
my
there.
hair growing.
But Adam does not really stop to see the effects of his grenade. He is still running. HK.
My cue. I'm gonna trip a dude.
Okay. Roll for direction engage.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That is... oh, it's dangerous, so it's just 10.
Just 10.
Okay.
I don't add nothing for dangers.
You get to pick 2.
Cool. I would like to, I'd like to take his stuff from him. Like it falls out of his pockets or something, if that's possible. If not, well, it's fine.
It is possible.
Okay. And then, I'd like to create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. Anything in particular you have in mind, or just restraining him?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that she's full-on katana out, but like she's got her like boot on his like throat. She's not like pressing, but there's a little twitch in her ankle.
Okay. So, I'll say, as you sort of pursue, he actually reaches into his pocket to get another gadget, and with a quick little, like, you actually cut out the bottom of his pocket.
Yeah.
And, like, a whole
That's all
bunch
done.
of mad science gizmos end up, like, flying out. Like, there's a couple more grenades, a few syringes. You're fairly certain there is an eyeball in a hamster ball that, as soon as it's free, just starts, like, scurrying away.
You know what? I'm just gonna let that one go.
Yeah, you don't know what that one's about.
Someone else can deal with that one.
But you do manage to trip him up and sort of, like, plant him on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of... heroes.
I mean, on the bright side, this is probably the closest you've ever been to a woman's legs.
False. I have been
Jeez.
much closer.
Oh,
To a
creepy.
living woman. A
Oh,
living woman's
corpses.
legs.
You didn't specify. And his hand...
And I'm
fully-
not talking about when your mama gave birth.
his hand fully 360s and then pops off and latches onto your face. Go ahead and mark afraid if you haven't already marked it.
Oh my god.
The fuck? You just hear it heavenly because what the fuck?
Yeah, go ahead and mark afraid if you haven't already.
Yeah, that's a fair. That's fair. What in the fuck?
As you are holding him down, however, his hand is currently trying to pluck out your eyes.
Ew. No, they're so pretty where they are. Alright.
Meanwhile, down on the dance floor, Flora's magic is doing its job, and the SP, Glory, you can both see as, like, animating force starts to leave this monstrosity, and it's starting to, like, collapse a little bit, but it's still pretty strong. As it sort of, like, digs a hand into the bars and starts, like, desperately trying to bend them. Glory, go ahead and roll me Unleash Your Powers again.
All right. With a +2, that is just barely a 7.
Okay. So, well, you want to mark a condition, or shall I tell you how it's temporary?
Temporary makes a little more sense in this, I think.
Alright. You're holding it, but the bars are, like, physically starting to bend and crack. And Floor, from her position above, is just like, I've almost got it! Just hold on! Just hold on! SP. Do you do anything in this circumstance, or...?
I don't know how helpful I'm gonna... I
You
can't
go-
help.
You heard
Could jump on
Heavenly
his back, go for the
Yeah.
spinal cord, try to shut off movement.
Can I remove his spinal cord?
Distinct
We don't need that,
possibility.
do we?
Is that an
Yes.
option?
He is less than 24 hours assembled, so it's not impossible.
Disassembly required.
Okay.
It's like a reverse IKEA team exercise.
Yeah, let's-
On IKEA his ass.
Yeah. Let's try. I'm gonna guess that's an engage a threat,
Yes.
which is a straight roll for me today. Which is I don't add anything because it's straight roll, so 6.
Could burn a team
Okay.
on floor helping.
I
She's
will
trying
say
to rip its soul out.
Ah, that's also true.
Mirage is also available, though.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
So you want to have her chime in?
How many teams do we have left?
Yeah, you have 2 left currently.
Oh,
I
two?
thought we had
2.
3.
Yep.
You
Where-
used one up.
I used one on floor helping with the
I
arm.
used one on help.
Or-
That was me with the arm. Blondie, what do you want?
I used one to make a move work earlier, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, with the halberd, that was you and me.
Yep.
No, maybe we don't keep them, so yeah, I might as well use one.
Yeah, as a reminder, team goes away fast in this game.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Spend it while you got it.
I will use a team.
Okay. So, you sort of, like, slip your way into the cage, and, well, it becomes a literal cage match for a second.
Into the Thunderdome. 2 men enter,
Hell in a
1
cell.
man leaves.
As, I fully imagine that you're just sort of, like, darting around, like, avoiding his one good fist as you're, like, trying to get a look at him. And indeed, as you sort of get a look at his back, his spine is metallic, and it does look like there's a series of valves that you could pretty easily screw with back there. So I presume, since you were directly engaging here, that you're going to try to take something from them, in this case, spine.
Yeah, yeah, I want to take this man's spine.
Okay.
Take his
Well,
spine.
it is not easy, because you do get hit a couple of times while you're stuck
That's
in here.
fine.
Go ahead and mark hopeless if you haven't already.
It's fine. Oh no, I'm
Did
using
SP
this.
have hope in the first place?
I'm using this sticky note right now, not this other sticky note. I got too many sticky notes.
But right as you're about to just get, like, completely crushed, a bit of fabric materializes into view as Mirage's sleeve wraps and grabs his arm and, like, yanks him backwards. As Mirage, next to you, Glory, is now like,
Nice save.
thanks, shut him down! And, SP, you get onto his back, and I assume you just start, like, hitting buttons and turning things?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out to be pretty effective because that appeared to be keeping the thing. Appeared to be the thing keeping his spine contracted. As with a very gross and wet ripping sound, like a telescopic pole, he sort of bring and is suddenly like pressed into the top and bottom of the cage, just sort of like feebly trying to reach with his one arm that can't possibly reach all the way down now. As Fleur says, and got it! And with a whoosh, the floral aurora, I guess, just sort of like rushes up in a geyser.
Yes.
Well, hey, SP, what's it feel like to have your soul partially removed?
Oh.
Not good, I would imagine.
Not great. Don't want to do that again.
Exhausting. It feels exhausting.
It is limbs falling asleep in the worst possible way.
I'm a little bit disappointed because
He's never been this tired.
as I think you just sort of like, and just sort of stumble backwards, just like, whoa. But as the magic dissipates, there is just a lump of flesh and metal, inanimate, in the cage now.
If it looks like SP is going to fall over, I will go over and try to catch him. But if he's not, then make sure he's just okay.
How many conditions you got marked, SP? Decently wobbly.
Dude, you okay?
I need to lay down.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. As Fleur comes down and starts, like, patting you.
Shove soul back in body.
Just like,
Open wide.
Like in there.
Sorry. And Mirage sort of like goes up to the booth and just like punches off the music. As HK, you can, with a little bit of effort, get that hand pulled off of your face. As the music and lights die down, and Adam is just laying there like, so annoying. As congratulations.
Meanwhile, Heavenly Katana has a fucking hand trying to pull out her eyeballs.
At this point, you've got it like by the palm, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Boss is on
Somehow
his
she's
best
put a
friends.
little pressure on his neck. It's weird.
God.
She's not trying to crush it, but she's definitely sending a fucking message.
yeah, that's unnecessary. As he sort of like reaches
you
up his
think
stump of
trying
an
to poke
arm.
my eyeballs out is?
I was attempting to escape.
With my eyeballs, you fucking weirdo.
Yes.
You didn't need one.
What do you? I got them from my father. They're beautiful.
Oh my God.
At this point, the hand is just like hanging limply, and then just like.
Is it actually? She's kind of gonna examine it while she's continuing to dominate him. Is this actually like his appendage, or like what the fuck is going on here?
Unclear if it's his, because looking at it, you see that where it would connect to the arm, is sort of like a screw-in joint, almost.
Is this yours?
Is now.
Oh, she cuts it off. She cuts the joint off. Somehow I feel like I'm not gonna get in trouble for cutting off this hand.
Mirage comes up behind you. You probably won't. You stole that from a senator.
Oh,
Jesus.
He'll want that back.
He's still alive?
Guy's got a prosthetic now. Good work.
Yeah. Let's tie this guy up. Do you have any more gadget body parts that I need to know about, dude?
He just sneers at you.
I have a very sharp sword. Mind your manners.
He's also very good at reassembling himself. I'm not certain if it matters.
There are parts that he would not appreciate getting removed. Not that he's been using them. Anyways. Unless.
Sacrifilia.
I don't want to know.
Mirage, you really don't.
Don't answer. I don't want to hear any comments about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I think I've taken on enough emotional trauma for one day.
Meanwhile, down in the pit, Flora comes over to you, Thoth. Are you okay?
Everything
Hello?
has color.
It's supposed to?
No, but I mean,
know,
like,
um,
exuding color.
You know, like
Did
what
you see-
astigmatism looks like with the sparklies?
Yeah.
Your
Mhm.
voice is purple.
Probably what Thoth is seeing right now. Everywhere with a
I
light.
imagine he saw Silver Phantom's like soul start to sort
He
of be removed.
probably saw
Like,
that.
what the fuck?
Can I have my soul back, please?
Still using it for now.
I'm gonna put it in a jar and pickle it.
No, I need that unpickled.
Here. And she, like, tries to lift you up, Thoth, but she does not have much upper body strength, so she's just like...
Yeah. This is, I got it. And then I'm very wobbly against my feet. Like, whoa.
I'm gonna bring SP over if he's still unsteady. If he's steady, though, I'll just go over and try to help.
The poor boy's
I
got
would
rocked
imagine
at
I
this
am
point.
unsteady right now.
All right, I am helping him over, and then we're gonna help Thoth.
Well, sorry. And
It's
she sort
okay.
of, like, puts a hand on your chest again, SP. And then it, like, lingers a little bit. And she, like, takes it away. Sorry.
SP, you're blue.
No, I'm silver, bro.
Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. No, your soul. Man.
Thoth,
What does
you
that
good?
mean?
There's colors everywhere.
I keep telling him they're supposed to be, but,
Did you get injected with something?
There was a
there was a
circular ball
grenade of
thing.
some kind.
Full
So you're
screen
tripping.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Thank you for stopping that.
Help.
Here, Simon, dear, would you mind helping?
Simon.
As again, sort of the flower appears in the air, and this time it grows particularly bigger, as a whole ass ghost just sort of steps out of the void.
Oh. Are you
okay?
Does everybody see the ghost or am I dead?
I see the ghost.
No, that's Simon.
Hello, Simon.
He used to work here.
Oh.
And Simon sort of quietly waves, and you can see that he's got like a syringe sticking out of his neck.
Ooh. I'll wave back though.
And he'll come forward, and his touch is very cold, Thoth, but he will actually start like giving you a checkup.
What? This is freaky.
It's all right. Simon was one of the best. That's why his partner killed him. Anyway,
Drama.
Crime of jealousy.
we got the bad guy, right, ma'am? Yep, we got him. As Mirage sort of hefts up Adam Frankenstein, who is now thoroughly almost saran wrapped into like a straitjacket.
Yes.
Those are nifty restraints. I like them. As Heavenly walks into like the room and she waves the hand at them all.
As a side note, the hand is still like twitching a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like
but
holding a tarantula by the body. It's just sort of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Does it have like decent fingernails? Could you use it as a back scratcher?
hypothetically.
I'm
Disembodied
not using
hand
that as a back
scratcher.
scratcher, my man. I'm not
Alright.
doing that.
Oh goodness. Here. And Fleur again sort of waves her hand, and the essence sort of like trickles out of it, and the hand goes limp.
That's pretty useful.
She really knows how to
Oh.
take the wind out of dude's sails, huh? No, that's
I
good.
suppose
Fleur.
I do.
No, it's good in this case because that hand tried to pluck out my eye.
Oh goodness, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I have very quick hands.
That's true.
But
I- Somewhat saw the. It was a little hard to tell through all the lights, but I think the pink one was you.
Yep. I manifest in pink flashes of light and cherry blossoms.
I like flowers.
Yeah, me too. I just get cherry blossoms though. I don't really get a variety. They're just cherry blossoms, but I love cherry blossoms.
Cherries are very nice.
Yeah. So he stole this hand from a senator, and I don't know how we should return that.
Oh, should I not have?
Ooh,
Well, the guy has a Oh wait, I wasn't upstairs for that. Never mind.
Yeah, Mirage sort of like leaning over the balcony says, "He has a
Prosthetic now?
prosthetic now."
I feel like it would be weird to return his hand, and we don't know what he did. It's just.
We don't know where that hand's been.
I mean, we should probably
She
return
looks
it.
at
It's
it again, and
technically
she's like,
his.
"You're not wrong. I need to wash my hands after this."
Frankenstein just is sort of like watching the conversation. He just eye rolls behind the gag.
Both is staring at Frankenstein and goes, dude, your plastic surgeon fucked up.
He just stares at you.
I think he
Is it
did.
a-
I think it was a self job, actually.
Oh.
Your sewing skills suck. This lady in my apartment can sew circles around you.
You okay, Thoth?
He's a little high. Hey, Thoth, what color is everybody?
HK's pink. SP's
right.
blue. Gloria, you're like neon yellow.
Fair enough.
Sounds right.
She kind of looks at SP and she's like, why are you blue?
Don't know.
Are you sad?
I don't think so.
Don't be sad.
I'm exhausted though. I can tell you that.
What happened? Are you okay?
Oh, Fleur accidentally took some of my soul.
Well, I
That's
put it back.
Did you-
I put it back.
Yeah.
I got
That's
a
alarming.
blue soul of blue.
I'm glad you put it back, though. That's oh goodness.
It's
Um,
it's very good that you have a strong soul, though. That would usually be more complete normally. Not that I go around killing people. I just
Hey, I don't judge. She
Blue
holds up
is
the
a
hand.
boy's color.
Blue's boy color.
What?
Is that why I'm blue though?
And you're strong.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're so
Mirage
cute
sort of
when
For,
gets
you're
for a
high.
moment, Glory contemplates just bench pressing SP because.
She's so
But-
much stronger than him.
Okay.
You're strong too, Glory. Don't worry.
Mirage gets on the phone. Hey Tabs, can you formulate a antidote for what were you using? General hallucinogenics. Processing.
I feel like Heavenly Katana is poking Adam with the finger of the hand.
Oh,
Just
God.
like
Uh,
just kind of necking him
She's
a
a
little.
menace.
Toad starts laughing and then I think unintentionally slips into his illusion, so there's just echoing like demonic laughter around the building.
Okay.
Okay, that's terrifying.
I just pat him on the head. It's
Uh,
okay, buddy.
It's not the worst thing we've seen him do. It's okay.
I can rip my own face skin off.
you don't have to show her
Please
that.
don't do that. Don't, especially with the necro guy here. He might think that's hot.
It's not real.
Floor, are you okay?
I think I'm all right. Just a little surprised by everything.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
It's not every day you run into a scientific necromancer in a dance club.
This is the second time,
Pro
but
dancer.
What was yes?
that was actually the name of the first one.
We just saw tiny necro dancers.
Well,
You can necro dance if you want to.
all right then.
Being a superhero has some strange days.
Truer words have not been said.
There's a whole bunch of his stuff also that I cut out. It fell out of his pockets after the katana might have ripped his pocket open. I don't know.
Okay.
Which is at which point y'all hear a tink, 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 as there is a eyeball and a little hamster balls. Tink, tink.
You guys
Ew.
That could have been my eye if he had.
It needs a mate.
I'm glad
No.
he didn't. Your eyes are good where they are.
They are. They are.
Could have. I guess you could do this without losing an eye, but you could wear a sweet eye patch. Everyone's more intimidating with an eye patch.
How's that antidote doing?
I really. My vision is really important to me, so. But that's very sweet. I would look intimidating with an eye patch. We could get a pink one.
You could
But,
get and bedazzle
Bedazz-
it.
Yes, with a
Hey.
bedazzled skull. Yeah.
High five.
We missed.
Anyways,
Oh boy.
Yep.
I do actually need my vision like for the full periphery, so I don't run into things when I go super fast.
God, that's fair.
Don't want to lose that death perception.
That
Death
perception.
perception?
Yes.
I think death perception's Flora's department.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
true.
it is actually. That's the. Never mind. Simon,
Anyways.
you can go back to bed now.
Hi, Simon.
As
Just
Simon
waves it
sorta-
with the hand at the ghost, like bye.
as he again just sort of like fades back into nothingness. As Mirage checks her phone. All right, Tabs has got something set up at the medical station about a block down. Let's call the cops. Get this cleaned up. Good job, all of you.
Thanks for the assist. At a key moment, that was really helpful.
With my powers, you need to choose your moment.
Fair enough.
And side note, kid, she says, gesturing to Thoth.
Not a kid.
You got potential. Keep up the practice. Give it 5-10 years. Might be as
We
good as
should-
me.
We should go apprehend all those little like trinkets he had though. Heavenly will go and carefully put them into like a bag and hand them over to Mirage since
The eye is desperately trying to escape.
she doesn't want to deal with it. Yeah, she catches the eye and then she just like puts it in the bag and just like gross.
The ball is vaguely sticky.
Along with the hand, she's just like,
Ew.
that seems like Mirage can deal with this stuff. We did the important things. We've done our job. Woohoo!
As
Pizza.
Thoth.
Yeah, he's probably got the munchies now.
Thoth, Mirage is going to shift your superior down and freak up.
Dang
Yes.
adults.
As she sort of praises your abilities, but undercuts your ability to use them currently.
Gotta love those passive aggressive comments.
I guess.
I mean, he has room for growth. We all do.
But as you all start to file out, we briefly cut to Flora's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And the various auras she sees around people. For her ability to sense death extends into the living as well.
Ooh.
As she briefly and quietly thanks God that the aura of death she saw around Silver Phantom was not caused by her. And she wonders about the extremely large aura of death around Glory.
Hmm.
But that will be explored at a later time. For now, I think we'll call it to a close there.
My SP's blue.
Is my aura fine?
Because he's not dying.
Is my aura fine? I need an aura examination.
Actively not dying?
All right. And that was Sins of the Monster. We didn't really get into the name of that, so
And on YouTube,
Beat
it's
down
gonna
at
be
the-
beat
on the
down on the
dance.
dance floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a line!
Yes.
all right, we'll change it. Beat down on the dance floor.
You can keep Sins of the
You're-
Monster.
No, it fits better. I was expecting
fluffy?
Adam to get a monologue, but y'all sort of mollywopped him, so
Villain monologues around this group ever.
We do not have the patience
We
for a
put
mod. He would have
first
started
Katana
that,
and asked
is
and
way too
Heavenly
fast
Katana
to the-
would have just
to the punch.
smacked him.
Hi.
If she was meaner, she would have hit him with his own hand. Just been like, "Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?" Hi, Captain. You're my little gremlin friend.
Look at this fluffy boy.
I know.
Aw.
I love his floof.
Mine is somewhere skulking.
She's so
Oh,
cute.
she's over there. I can see her.
They said that some of
Hello.
the
All
versions
right.
of them are like in beta.
yeah, we've got some end of session questions to answer here.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, buddy.
As you
Stable
all will.
version, a non-beta.
If someone doesn't say something, I'm going to start picking.
I'm
King.
trying to get my
Oh,
sheet out
I'm
because I am
down for one
becatted.
of those.
I know.
That
I'm
is
just.
instead.
I will go first.
There's background noise.
Hey, buddy.
So Heavenly Katana grew closer to the team. I
Okay.
think that she's going to
Just
give
right back on the desk.
influence actually to Fleur.
Hmm. Okay, willingly
Uh,
giving it over.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I mean, you know, my characters tend to be. Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
She likes her. She thinks her taste in allies on her own team is questionable, but you know, whatever.
Well, she doesn't even really hate Luciferous Cain. It's just that he's a
I
bit
don't
of a
think she hates
grouch.
anybody. I think this lady's real nice.
As a reminder, she is about your guys' age, so describing her as a lady is a bit much. Young woman.
This is her second life, so I just
Yeah, also true.
there's a little bit of an old soul there, if you know what I mean.
Literally. As in a literally old recycled soul.
Yep. And I think, yeah, I'm just gonna.
You clear.
I don't think
condition
I'm
and
gonna
potential?
clear afraid actually, because I just don't want to be afraid anymore. And now that the hand is no longer trying to tear out
Gouge
her
out your
eyeballs,
eye.
she's a little bit less afraid of the hand. I feel like it's thematically. But that guy is creepy. But yeah, she
That's
just
true.
hands everything over her eyes. Like
I did
the
warn that there would
adult-
be some body
the
horror.
adultier adults can deal with all this. The adultier adult can deal.
All right.
I am also going to grow closer to the team. I'm going to grow closer to Glory. I'm
Aw,
going to take a potential to clear my first track because I
Hell yeah.
really want this
Dang.
upgrade.
All right. May I ask what you are choosing?
I am going to message you about it because
Okay.
it's background stuff.
Hmm.
Ooh.
All right. Interesting. And Gloria, you do get to shift.
Alright. Apologies if this throws you into a weird position, but that was she always appreciates backup and fight. So we are going to say savior up, mundane down.
That is fine. It's
Ooh,
still
nice.
pretty early. I haven't really gone too far in any direction.
The stats aren't whacked out yet.
Savior up,
Yet.
mundane down.
Alright. Well, echoing that, Gloria is going to grow closer to the team and to Silver Phantom since she does enjoy their tag teams. And I am going to take potential and also clear my track. I will let you know what I pick.
Okay. Maria, you get to shift.
I am going to shift. I think I'm going to do the same thing. Savior up, mundane down.
Alright, I can do that. No
Go,
condition.
and the cat doesn't want your thing.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Come here, cat.
And that leaves us with Thoth.
Okay. I think you're much confident.
What a good-
I'm going to grow into my own image of because
Grow closer to the
I-
grenade.
the grenade and I are one. Because
Blow
I
us
are in
up.
your soul now.
Pull off a pretty good move in intercepting that grenade from. So
That's
yeah,
pretty
feels-
selfless.
being like, oh, I can do this hero thing. Fine. And I will shift Savior up and Superior down.
Ooh.
Okay. And that leads us to the next section of our campaign here, because as a reminder, the order of things is a little randomized.
Mhm.
So, we'll say Silver Phantom, Silver Phantom, Heavenly Katana, and Thoth. If you would each roll a d6
Oh,
for
that's
me.
great.
Oh, okay.
3.
Also
Three?
3. Do you want me
These
to
dice
roll
are
again?
rolling.
Oh, threes across the board. 3 threes.
Ding,
We're
ding, 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 ding.
triplets!
We're bonding.
We match.
Okay. In that case, your options for your next adventure are as follows. A heist in Hickory Heights. Firebugs. Or
It's not yours.
Down, Down, Down in Undertown.
Down, 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 and Undertown.
I like the highest or down, 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 and Undertown.
Down, down, down.
In Undertown.
That's fun to say.
Yeah, it is.
Does anyone know where that's taken from, though?
That's exactly.
A Fallout Boy song.
yeah.
Nope.
Down in an earlier round. We're going down swinging.
That's a
Yeah.
modified line from a song from The Hobbit. Down, Down, Down in Goblin Town.
Ah,
Oh.
right.
Oh.
I do know that one.
Friction.
All I
Lick,
know
lick,
is we're
salute.
taking the Hobbits to Isengard.
That's a different song.
TRL 5C.
Mm.
Maybe I need to make the
Hobbits,
names
hobbits.
of the space filler adventures a little less interesting.
We
Yeah.
are crows around shiny objects.
I'm literally a crow.
We are attracted to fillers. Clearly.
That's all right. All right. Well, next time we come to San Sebastian, we will be doing that. But for the time being,
Hopefully, Thoth is sobered up since then.
oh yes,
Otherwise, shit's gonna get
time
so
will live
weird.
fast.
We're
Time will live
all
fast.
tripping along with Thoth because we just
Oh,
see whatever
yeah.
he's seeing.
Are we gonna lose any conditions while we're
No.
okay? That's fine. I
So
mean, I'm
team
gonna
goes
keep
away,
mine.
conditions
You
do
need
not.
some comforting.
That's fine. I
You need to
probably
take care of
do.
each other.
Never
Do you need hugs? I'll give you
cares for
hugs.
losers. Oh,
Jesus.
I touched
Your
the camera.
sad blue boy soul needs a hug,
I-
doesn't it?
Not sad, technically. I'm just
Conversely,
afraid and hopeless and angry.
Clear your own conditions by fucking stuff
Which
up.
are all just masks for sad. We're
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was some therapy.
We'll have to have some self-care next
Yeah.
next filler episode.
Beach
We're going to the
episode.
spa.
I mean, not to say important things can't happen in the filler episodes. It's just they are not advancing the overarching plot. I will
That's
say.
Like,
okay.
if we speedrun all of the
Plot
filler
schmot.
episodes first, all that's gonna be left is
We-
speedrunning the plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Or more filler episodes, you know.
Filler
Episodes.
episodes all the way down.
It's not like we get distracted by every possible side quest.
Couldn't be us.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Nope.
Well, unless you all have any questions, that wraps up everything I have for the evening. So, thank you all out there for joining us. Sorry we didn't have a break this time around. The flow was just kind of too good. I wanted to keep
That's
it going.
okay. It was great. Thank
It
you.
is
But yeah,
I guess we
Yeah.
can forgive you. I guess.
bless you.
Uh, we won't be here next week because Thanksgiving in the so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Week
Things to do, people to see, things to eat.
so much food. The week after that is, assuming Tess is all better, we'll continue Buck's Justice. We have some space Vikings to fight.
Though I
Space
just
Vikings.
realized I will not be here the week after Thanksgiving because I am headed out of town.
That's fine.
Ah.
You're
Okay.
not plot relevant to the space Viking.
Oh my god. But consider a werewolf fighting space Vikings is really funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're really in the 50s. We got some pulpy movie action going on.
I guess we'll just have to do
Woo!
a one shot later where it's just werewolves.
We could
versus
play that
space
new
Vikings.
game that Marine created.
Yeah, that too. Just
Ye old
I guess the
Smackdown.
caveat is that if Tess isn't available the week after Thanksgiving, we just won't be unless we do
We'll
5
see.
minutes of the WWE nights.
Yeah.
For legal purposes, we can't call it WWE Fight Nights.
We'll call it Ye Old Smackdown.
Yeah.
Uh,
We could
Friday
probably
night.
get away with that one.
Yeah.
Friday night fight nights.
That works.
We'll have to come up with our own worldwide wrestling entertainment system. name.
I will.
Do
I
we
will throw
create
this out there.
TTRPGs based on memes? Yes, we do that at
We
TIFF.
do.
I
Another
will throw
reason
this
to
out
join
there
the
though.
Discord.
In regards to the side mission you guys just selected to do, this is the first one that has an unlockable additional follow-up afterwards.
Interesting.
Uh, this-
Need.
It's sort of like little mini story arcs. Like, it's not the main arc, but you know, somewhere along the line there will be a follow-up.
All right.
But we shall see what comes of that when it comes.
Cool.
In the meanwhile, thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching.
Mhm.
Have a good night.
Bye.